Alright.
Wouldn't be a session and without Ghost smacking his mic.
I haven't hit it just yet.
You have.
I heard a doom.
So.
Oh no, that was the switch for turning the speaker or the microphone on and off.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm still gonna say that you hitting your mic is Monty dropping her dice for this.
Oh
Sure.
right, I just realized. I keep forgetting. I still have the gray bag of tricks.
Yep.
Still have my shark and gorilla, so that's always fun.
Okay.
I have a dog.
I thought that was just Benedict.
No,
You know
this
what?
is
Just for posterity.
my new best friend, Peanut.
Wow.
You got a weasel.
Someone rolled weasel on that.
You have a weasel today.
That was just fuck it, why not? Just to see if it's a giant elk.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, the first 3 times it was giant elk. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so where we last left off, the group had just teleported themselves back to Summit Hall, and then Bronze Fang, I think that's what her name was, the turtle dragon, she was shrunk down to being about half her size, which only made her about 20 feet tall instead of 40 feet tall. But that only lasted a minute. And I think she's kind of overwhelmed right now, and the light is rather bright. I mean, considering she lived in that cave for a few years, I think she's just gonna go wander away.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We'll just
Let
wait
that
for
be
mine.
let that be a Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, just I mean, what bad would possibly corrupted turtle dragon of Dark
It's not
Lord
corrupted
Steven?
at all. It stayed
It was
neutral.
neutral.
The whole time.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was fully
neutral.
neutral. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Full
corrupted.
on
I'm saying
neutral.
because it was technically still a part of the cult.
Well, it wasn't corrupted. She was just super naive
Hmm.
and easily manipulated.
It was a pet, basically. It was like a great big Dimble or Brekkie.
Regardless, hey,
Hey.
regardless,
Hey.
hey, it's helping out the animal population.
Sure, by thinning out the herd. It's a fucking dragon.
Exactly. Who knows what the hippos will do?
You know what? I
No
can
one
say
cares.
that this turtle dragon probably went straight for a pack of giant toads.
Good.
You see Pride's watching this. He just raises his arms up and screams, "Yes!"
Poetic justice.
Oh, Adam, I killed Rose's character a few months ago. Like killed.
On
and,
Friday,
like,
on Friday the 13th, no less.
Yeah. And I didn't really mean to kill him, but the toad ate him and digested him and pretty much outright killed him. And I'm like,
It
oh.
just happened, and it was funny.
He
I
wasn't
wasn't
supposed
there,
to have
but it was funny.
There's
to be
video
a
footage
toad
of
at
this.
First. It was supposed to be frog, but there was a he
Use the
there
wrong
was a
stats.
mishap with the monsters, and also he kind of made the monsters a little too smart for the level we were at. It happens when you're new, so it's not a big deal. And it was someone expendable, so it wasn't a problem.
Wow.
Just
So what do you guys
Okay,
want to
you
do
say
now?
that, but you say
All right,
that,
well,
but
congratulations.
Dynn didn't die.
Din's not getting cured of his illness.
He's never been dead, actually. Din's never gotten downed, I think, either.
But Dynn tried to eat the zombie plants, so he's still
Yeah,
kind of sick.
I'm going to the infirmary for now.
That's
Okay.
if anyone's
the infirmary
there.
of no one there.
Well, I'm pretty sure if someone were to make a proper medicine check, you could help him out.
Probably just gonna vomit again and just say,
Hold
"Someone
on, I just
please
want to
help
make
me."
medicine check to see whether or not he actually is sick.
Above a 15, you do it.
You see his Pride's hands just begin to sparkle, and he's just staring. Do I help you? Do I not help you? Do I help you? You see his Pride just backhands Dynn. Lesser restoration.
Yeah,
I'm
there you go.
loving this bitch.
It was just a case of food poisoning.
Right.
Huh.
Also,
There.
real quick, can I roll an insight check on Groc since I kind of messed up the last time I tried?
What are you rolling an
Since
insight for?
anytime.
On Groc.
Yeah,
Because I
Groc
still
is
kind of
still...
like, because I'm still like, Dinn's still kind of pissed about having to get picked up by Groc so many times, and then especially with the last one. He kind of
You know,
wants
just
to.
ask him.
Yeah, I'll say okay. Never mind. I'll just do something a little later then.
I mean, I'll let you roll an insight, but I'm just saying asking is always
I'm gonna say go ahead and roll an insight. Groc's not in a talkative mood at the moment.
okay.
I'm gonna get out of my disguise of my water cultist gear, and I'll give the trident back to Groc.
Insight. I meant to say. Yeah, I did say insight. I forgot for a second.
Yeah. It's okay. We play with a dog at our game too sometimes. Although Ranger's pretty quiet.
Yeah. Like I kind of said, like it's clear that whatever happened in there has deeply, deeply affected Groc. Like he's got a very strong look of anger, frustration, resolve. There's like a whole mix of emotions just kind of going through him right now.
Give me a P. P. Give me a T. T. Give me an S. S. Give me a D. What does that spell?
PTSD.
That's horrible. I know.
Yeah, I bet he is pissed.
Oh.
Alright, then for now I'm good with whatever. I'm just going to probably look and see if they have any like spare potions I can take in their
You're gonna rob them.
infirmary or something.
Okay, roll me.
Wow.
No, never mind. I'm not.
You can do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not stopping
I'm not
you.
gonna steal more stuff.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Can I roll perception to see if there's anyone here?
Yeah.
15.
You can smell something really nice coming from near the middle of the complex. Not like in the courtyard, but like in the middle of the building. It's really faint, but it definitely smells like food.
Roll to see if I smell that, considering chef and food.
I'll give you advantage.
Yeah, I tell them that there's someone cooking here.
Same
Yeah, I
thing.
smell it then.
Should we...
I'm gonna follow the food smell because chef always has me curious with food involved.
I'll travel along with you, just in case.
You just see Dynn floating along with like a small wisp of food, food mist, just like dragging him.
So you guys can pretty much assume the food's probably coming from where a kitchen or cafeteria would be. It doesn't take you guys, the two of you, very long to make your way to the kitchen. As you get closer, you can see this grizzled old lady kind of hunched over some stove. She's got like a giant cauldron and like a ladle the size of a fucking broom. And she's just stirring away at this great big bubbling mass. Roll me both of you guys roll me perception checks just for me to describe what you see.
Secret ingredient.
Nat 1.
Oh boy.
Can I still get advantage because it's food?
I will give you advantage.
Actually, if this is site-based, then I get the advantage because of Eagle Eyes.
Okay. Yeah, you see this grizzled old lady hunched over this cauldron with a giant broom-sized ladle. Inside this cauldron is a great green bubbling mass. She kind of turns away from the cauldron and she starts sprinkling in some random things from a jar. And you hear her kind of softly muttering to herself, "Secret ingredients."
Yeah.
I try and guess it. Can I try and guess it if I roll? Can I know what it is if I roll high enough on something?
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna give you some hints first.
Okay.
It's green. It kind of looks like baby food, but doesn't smell disgusting. It does not smell disgusting. It also smells a bit salty, a bit of ham, some bay leaves. It's a soup of some sort.
Bailey's? Yum.
Bay leaf.
Leaf. Soup.
Green.
I roll anything
soup,
to get more hints, cause
ham. There's a vegetable. There's a bit of onion and some carrot in there. Predominantly, this seems to be some sort of lentil base.
okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I just looked up the words ham, bay leaf, and soup, and it just gave me something that's literally giving me all the ingredients you just told me.
Well, what soup does it make?
It just says mom's ham and bean soup.
It's pea soup.
I was gonna say pea soup actually as my guess before I looked it up.
Pea soup
So-
can look pretty disgusting,
Hmm.
but once
Yeah,
you
I was
actually
thinking
know
it
what
was
it
pea
is,
soup, but I didn't know it had ham in it. I didn't know
sometimes.
pea soup had ham. Okay. Alright. Then
So yeah, you see this grizzled old lady bent over a cauldron, stirring a giant pot of pea soup with a giant ladle the size of a broom.
Alright, then
Turns out it is a broom.
Then I'm going to get closer and ask if I can help with some cooking.
Roll me a stealth check.
Man, I'm gonna be pretty open about it. I don't really.
Well, fine. I rolled a 17. You didn't give her a heart attack.
I got a natural 20.
All right, hold on. I need you to roll to see if
Heart attack.
roll for heart attack. Less than 5. 5 or lower.
Please don't.
Five or
I
lower.
roll or you?
13.
Oh,
She's fine.
no.
Thank God. I was just like, come on, don't make me ruin something else with a natural 20. Why do my natural 20s ruin things? That's so unfair.
Because I love fucking with you, all right?
Because it's a critical
But it's always
success.
me. It's always me with my natural 20s. Damn it.
It's called a critical success for a reason.
Yeah.
No, but God damn it. First with the Kuatoa.
All right. So, you see Grammy. It's not really Grammy. I think I get hit with copyright for that. You see this old Grammy lady bending over, and she's like, "Oh, I thought everybody left. They all seem to be really interested in fighting the great big castle monsters. Who are you?"
Where
I'm a chef. Name's Dynn.
"Hi, Dynn. Are you a special ingredient for the soup?" I mean, I made lizard roast last night. You kind of look like the lizard.
we
No, although I
are
have been mistaken for food before, I am not part of the food.
Oh, I'm sorry.
we
I am
are
I
sorry, go.
could smell the pea soup from out over in the from outside. I was curious as to who was making it. It smells
You want
good.
to try some? Freshly made.
Oh, why not?
I'll try some.
She
Yeah,
turns around, grabs 2 spoons, dips the 2 spoons into the pot. Careful, they're hot.
Right, I'm
Roll a
gonna,
roll a con
gonna
save.
blow on the soup first, and then I'll take
I'll
a
blow on
bite.
it too.
Take a whatever. I don't. What's that called? Whenever you like put the spoon in your mouth, I forget if it's like what it's called.
Taste?
Slurp.
Sampling.
I guess.
Sip?
It's-
I think it's slurp in this case. Where
Yeah. I was just going to say have a bite, but I'm like, you don't bite into soup. What do you call that?
I mean, depends on the
spoonful,
soup.
mouthful,
Like,
eat it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna.
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
know.
I'm gonna
I've
eat
had
the
some
soup
pretty
then.
bad chewy soup.
I mean, and there's soup that has like big chunks of like potato or
Yeah.
meat in it.
Yeah, I
There's
have.
soups and
yeah, I know
stews,
about that
so-
because I get Olive Garden soup all the time, and I like their chicken gnocchi.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Hey, Adam. Oh, you weren't
Mhm.
there, were you? When Ryan made the tree grow, right? And then the eggs sprouted.
Oh, when he ate the eggs.
Yeah, were you there for that?
No, I saw that.
Okay, that's pretty much what I'm gonna make these guys do. Both of you guys, roll Constitution saves.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I called it.
What?
God damn it!
What? Two ones in a row. 19
Oh, so
for me,
close.
though.
You guys are fine. I wasn't gonna do the damage. If I had done the damage, you guys would have both been dead.
But I got a 19. Why am I gonna get hurt?
No, none of you getting hurt.
Mhm.
Even with a
Norf,
nat one?
you burn your tongue.
Okay.
You take 1 point of damage. Oh.
And now
Um,
Norf is unconscious.
And Dynn, you're fine. You were so close. You needed to get a 20.
What happened
Sorry,
if I got a 20?
I would have rewarded you actually.
Aw.
Sorry. I would have raised your lowest stat by 1.
Oh, that would have been so sick.
Yeah, I know.
Aw,
That would have made my
Nice.
strength or intelligence become a 0 modifier.
Yep.
that would actually help me too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so.
I'm
Anyway.
sorry. You had a fair chance. The save was 20. It's if the rule that I went off of is bag of beans. Bag of beans has a chance to make a tree grow, and then this tree has a nest in it. And if you eat one of the eggs in the nest, you have to roll a DC, roll a con save. You get the 20, you get the stat boost. You roll anything less than 20, you get like 6d10 damage, basically.
Ah, that's so fucked.
It's a gamble.
I'm glad you're being merciful then. Okay, I'm fine with this.
Yeah, I was only going for reward. I was purely going for reward.
Yeah.
But I have to punish a natural 1. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Norf.
Fair.
It's just 1 point of damage, so it's not a big deal.
That's-
You didn't blow on your soup, man.
I did.
Get.
You didn't
Alright,
blow hard
meanwhile-
enough.
Meanwhile, what's going on? Unless the other guys got something going on.
Benedict is just like, what is my life at this point?
Right. So, Groc, do you think we should probably explain what just happened to Benedict?
Go for it. Groc's still distant.
Groc should. I mean, not Groc.
All right.
Pride should roll to see how well of a story he comes up with.
Oh, by the way, it wasn't 6d10, it was 10d6.
So,
No, I'm good.
You know what,
Thank
fuck
you
you.
for not
Just
punishing
because
us.
you've tempted me,
Oh my god.
Con save.
Wow.
Damn!
Pride
Okay,
tells
he
the most
explains everything
fucking
perfectly.
amazing story. Yeah.
He explains everything perfectly. God damn.
he gives like the
He
perfect
understands.
recap of the events.
You know, you should
Basically,
make a
the
book
last
of it.
event of the last 2 weeks.
You could make a
Here's-
book out of this.
Here's a DVD of all our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
There you go.
You can make like a couple of books, a short combination of plays that people would come see, and then tell you how it went.
That's the damage, by the way.
We could have survived.
Oof.
I couldn't.
I would have
Yeah.
died. Yeah, I
No.
would have died. Yeah.
Well, downed, but
Mm-hmm.
anyway.
So yeah, and that's basically what happened to Chandri.
Okay, I understand it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. That's why I hate giant toads too.
I mean, they're just fucking weird anyway. Like, who likes a giant toad? Tiny toads are okay, they can't eat you, but big fucking giant toads? Like,
I know.
why?
A small overhearing this is there's a small smirk on Groc's face. He needed this kind of levity.
And that is how Pride and Benedict became friends.
Yeah.
A quick question: if Norfinas gets another natural 1, if that's 3 times in a row, does he die?
No. That's like in combat, basically.
No, but I'm just kind of. Like, it's just so like, wow that happened twice in a row for him.
Well, fine. Norf, roll me a second Constitution save.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Don't worry, it's gonna be a nat 20.
No, but very close.
You still didn't get the bonus, though.
Yeah.
Why would he still? Why would he get another chance to get the bonus?
I wanted to see if you got a natural 1. I'd probably give him a heart attack.
Okay. Can I roll again?
No.
Sure.
Ow.
Not gonna fucking happen.
Nope.
Anyway.
And I still would have got, and I still get advantage because of taste, but it still doesn't work.
Doesn't work that way. Doesn't
Yeah, but
match your
anyway,
taste, basically.
Crown of Wisdom, if it's taste, I get the I get a bonus because of my gourmet senses.
Alright, so, Groc. I
Yeah.
should, if you're gonna be holding on to that trident, I should probably explain to you what it does and why you don't hold on to it longer than you have to.
Barnacles!
I was gonna ask what got you so messed up about this?
basically, to sum it all up, it is cursed.
I'm gonna need more specifics.
Okay, so the minor part of the curse, after 24 consecutive hours of basically being attuned with the trident, you grow barnacles.
Barnacles.
Particles.
The barnacles
likes
can be
that one.
removed, but somewhat more pain in the ass. The main thing, however, is you will become extremely fucking greedy. Yeah.
Rather not become Dynn.
Yeah.
Benedict gives a genuine at and then he starts dying.
and then he gets a hairball.
So yeah, unless we
Lucky.
can find a powerful caster of some kind to try and modify it, it's not going to be exactly a good idea to use it unless we
Apparently.
have to.
But apparently it's the only thing that can stop that person in the fire plane, so got quite a sea monkey's paw with us right here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in the kitchen,
People
You
are
like?
dying.
it's my family recipe.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Here.
fine.
Oh, you know, like.
Better than pun.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Stick out your tongue.
Of us or just him?
What's
Granny.
me because with a nat 1.
Yeah. Do you stick out your tongue?
Yes.
Granny turns around and starts sprinkling a granular white substance onto your tongue.
It's chili pepper powder.
No, it's sugar.
Like,
Oh,
yeah, I was
so,
just supposed to say sugar.
okay.
I
It's
was
an
gonna
old
say
wives'
it's
tale
crack.
that if you burn your tongue, pour a bunch of sugar on there.
Hmm.
Salt would suck, but salt would also work to disinfect it. But apparently, it's an old wives' tale. If you burn your tongue, just put like a good amount of sugar on your tongue.
Actually, here's a question: does salt even exist in the water plane?
I mean,
Uh,
or-
I'd probably
Probably,
say
there's
no,
probably
considering you
more
guys are
water
all
too.
underwater anyways.
all around us.
Water, water everywhere. Not a drink to drink.
Not a
Anyways.
drop to drink.
Yeah.
Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink.
Mm-hmm.
That was in Dying Light.
Rhyme of
For a
the
couple
Ancient
places.
Mariner.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Grammy, after pouring all the sugar onto your tongue, she turns back around and she gets herself a great big water skin, and she takes a ladle and she pours a bunch of the soup into the skin. Here you go, Sonny. Some soup for you to take as you go along.
Is that
Oh.
good? I mean, considering chef, I mean,
Now get out of the kitchen.
Oh.
You didn't wash your hands.
if I wash my hands, can I cook with you? I've got nothing else better to do right now.
No, I'm done anyways. Get out of my kitchen.
Is there anyone else here?
Get out of my laboratory.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. No, it's just me. I'm preparing the dinner for when everyone comes back. They're all fighting at the castle.
Okay. Let's go.
Just putting water skins in my inventory and I'm good then.
Okay.
Water skin of soup.
Oh.
I
How many
just
times can I drink? Can I have that soup? Can we have that soup then? I'm curious.
I think it's about one good sized bowl's worth. Maybe
Okay, so one
two if you
serving.
were to make it
Got
two
it.
small ones.
So we have to decide who gets the next thing of it: Benedict, Pride, or Groc.
What are we talking
I
about?
mean, it's kind
The
of like
soup.
some.
Yeah.
But you guys don't even know it had magical powers. I just made you do that and I told you what happened.
So,
Mhm.
like,
Plus,
honestly,
would
it's
we even
soup
know
that
because we
brings
failed
anything at
those
this
rolls?
point.
No.
Yeah, so it's just, to us, outside of character, it's just normal soup.
Because you got no benefits from it.
Yeah, so our characters still just think it's normal soup. Basically,
Yeah.
Dinn's just gonna keep it and just take swigs of it every now and then.
Okay,
Anyway,
sounds good.
I head
No
back.
offense to anyone else. I don't want to take that away from anyone, but
I mean,
I'm just like, I got soup to go. Like,
Not
just kinda
meta.
like, yeah,
It's
like,
straight
you
up.
know,
It's normal. As far as you guys know, it's normal soup.
Yeah,
yeah.
All right. All right.
Sorry.
So
I head back
probably
to the
head
group.
back to Red Larch. All right.
Forget.
So you
Does
guys-
Benedict have my gun?
What?
Or
What?
do I still, or did I still have that? I forgot if that was a
You
joke or
still
not
have your
before.
gun.
you still have
Yes,
your
you-
gun.
Your gun of
Okay.
charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, I gave Dynn a gun. They fought some gifts. And I said the gun has, I think it was a +1
Yes.
charisma.
Yep.
Because it's the gun of badass.
Yeah.
Where people see you walking up with that on your hip and they're like, yeah, I'll do what he says.
Yeah, more or less.
It's funny because basically Din's weapons now are a gun and a frying pan. Yeah, I fight with a frying pan. It has firepower added into it. Like it really can get heated. It's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got he had a fire rune engraved into the bottom of it, so basically it's self-cooking.
Yeah, and I also do like a D4 of fire damage. And when I defend with it, if people use their bare hands, hurts them for a D4 of fire damage. Hell
Yep.
yeah.
But anyway,
So, you guys are gonna go back to Red Larch. Are you guys all gonna meet up back together in the courtyard, hold
Well-
hands, sing Kumbaya, and all that stuff?
I don't want to be next to Dynn. He's too
we don't
short.
really have anything
I say,
else to do at
Yeah.
Summit Hall.
like I would, like once I get back to the group, I tell them, well, there's only the chef here, and other than that, you said everyone left the fort, gone to the castle. So
And I mean, now that the dragon's gone, we don't really have to stay.
Yeah, there's nothing keeping us
Said that
here.
We just teleport back to Red Larch and just rest.
Yep.
wait,
Is it late now or what time is it?
Oh, jeez. I don't fucking know. It's 11 at night. How's that? I completely lost track of what
Yeah,
time it
Sorry,
is.
man. Sorry, man. I just was like, I was kind of
Well,
like.
when
wondering
you
if
guys
I
went to the
remember-
castle, it was like a month ago.
Yeah, and we took a long rest while we were in the cavern. So
yeah.
And it took you about 2-3 hours even just traveling in the tunnel even to get to the caverns.
yeah, so we'll just say it's
Fine
dead
with
of
this
night.
being night now. It's cool.
Yeah, so Dynn has himself a midnight snack. Okay, so if you guys are all gonna hold hands, or not hold hands, I'm just being an ass. But you guys all get together. Who has the stone right now?
I do.
Norf still has it.
All right, then I assume that you pretty much just pull out the stone, concentrate, and then the whole group just instantly teleports. Benedict, roll me a perception or insight. You have no idea what's going on.
Mhm.
You just remember that was the stone that made Chandri disappear.
Oh shit.
Looks
Yeah.
Well, no, we teleported with it, so we.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But don't worry. Pride
I
already
got
knows
a
how to
six.
get.
Inside.
Oh my god, am I gonna get crash tackled by Benedict now?
Yeah,
Look,
right.
No,
don't worry.
Benedict is... No. No.
Get down.
Not again.
Put your hands up. Get down.
Not again. No.
We're just going back to our
Pride's
hometown.
gonna try and just stealthily take it and then proceed to use it secretly.
Check, brah.
Hang on, I'll use sleight of hand to give it to you.
I've got sleight of hand too.
What's the fun on that?
Okay. Well, let's see. If I want,
Piggy in the middle. Piggy in the middle.
what do I have to roll to see this? Because that is way
That'd be a
too high for
perception.
my passive.
Prior perception.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll be
God,
prides
the only
for
way you'll be able to
catching
get this is a net. Nope.
I got 9.
Nope.
Did you roll a d20, Adam?
Testing
Well,
things
I'm
out, I guess.
Okay, no problem.
Benedict literally thinks he just slapped it onto the floor. Reality, he put his hand into Pride's.
Norfinas is a terrible trick. Hey, boy, you want the ball? You want the ball? Go get it! And he pretends to throw the ball. Literally, it's in his
And we're
hand.
in Red Larch.
Yep. And bam, you're in Red Larch.
What the fuck?
Look, it's easier to travel around. Pride
Right.
just pockets the stone.
Pride, didn't you explain this to?
Yeah, he would. Yeah, wait, he would know.
Yeah.
He would know. He got a nat 20 on that tail.
Pride
As I
explained
s-
everything. from the last
As I
few
said,
years.
he
Has his own
understands
PTSD.
it, but he doesn't like it. He
Anyway,
doesn't like any of this at all. This
Yeah.
is
Anyway,
new and
Benedict.
weird.
Pride just puts his hand on Benedict's shoulder. Welcome to the Red Larch. Now, if you guys don't excuse me, I'm going the fuck to sleep. You see
Wait,
as Pride just starts walking off to its home.
hold up.
What?
Where is Benedict staying?
Probably at the
Get him a
tavern.
room at the inn.
Yeah.
Okay. Want to meet up at the tavern in the morning to discuss what we're gonna do?
Sure.
Okay. I'm heading home.
We slept.
Sounds good.
Well, I want to stop Groc real quick before he goes back to his home. I want to. Well, can I? Or
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
you
go
already
for
getting-
it.
Unless Grok's saying no.
No, go for it.
I was just making sure if I can.
I want to point just real quick. I want to point out this is so old that we don't even have like tokens.
I saw that. I moved
Oh,
my token
yeah.
into there.
Last time we were in Red Larch, we still had the square pieces. We didn't have tokens.
Really? I thought we had the circle pieces when we
No,
finished up with
look-
the
look-
other-
We
No,
just
look-
got them.
Look at Groc.
Oh, right. Yeah, Barry's the one who made them.
Anyway,
But yeah, I'm gonna stop Groc before he heads home and just ask if he and ask since it's been a while, do you want to? I kind of want to do a training thing with you sometime in the morning, if that's all right. Are you good to go? Because
I maybe another time, little buddy. I've got a lot to think about right now.
no, like I honestly think it might be important we actually like do a training thing. If that's all right.
He's gonna try to steal the.
I'm not gonna steal the damn thing. Yeah,
I don't believe that.
He's not gonna steal the giant fork.
that's in the handy haversack.
Yeah. Oh,
Can I roll a persuasion just to see if it'll work?
well, it's like I will think about it, but I just need and some time to myself right now.
Give me a P. Give me a T.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know where to find me if you want to meet up in the morning or something.
At this point, both Brecky and Bubbles bamf out from your necklace without you summoning them.
Okay,
And
I'll
so-
get their tokens out then.
Your giant shark and your giant gorilla, your giant sea monkey rather,
Sea ape.
are your giant sea ape.
Benedict's gonna get drunk now. He doesn't like any of this.
I'll treat you this time at the bar, considering everything you've been through. We're used to it, but yeah, considering.
All right, so I guess pretty much everyone goes home. Benedict goes to the bar.
Yeah, he's going to the bar, and I'll get the bartender to. I'll pay for the bartender to give him a few drinks, and I'll cook him up something for dinner.
Right now it's Just Train who's at the bar, and that one Kuotoa, that other Kuotoa, I suppose. I already
I think
forgot his
Kuotoa
name.
was named Justrin.
No, Justrin's a Kuotoa that works there, but that other one, his cousin. You remember the one that you guys
Oh,
killed, but he
shit.
brought back?
Yeah.
I think I would call him Joey because I made him sound like Joey Wheeler.
Okay, that works. Oh God, I have to deal with this sometime, don't I?
Yeah, he works there now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with both of them. I'm gonna have to somehow make it up to both of them then.
As you walk in, they're both behind the counter. They've got like an apron on and like a towel thrown over their shoulder, and like they're each simultaneously like cleaning out a mug, and it's like all you hear is like as they're like cleaning out a mug. But as you walk in, they kind of just stop and like both their heads simultaneously just follow you across the room, like just watching as you're walking along.
Wait, you're mean to tell me that Justrin's actually doing his job?
Yes. It's 11 o'clock. There's no one around. He's got the easiest job of nothing when there's nothing to do.
But he's scrubbing a glass. That's something to do.
It's the same glass.
He's been,
Plus,
he's
it's
been-
something
It's scrubbing the
easy.
same glass for years. That's hilarious.
All he ever does is just clean the one glass. Believe it or not, it actually was a solid piece of glass at one point, but all the polishing has slowly eroded it into a piece of glass-shaped glass.
into
So his
a glass.
cousin's actually doing work, and he's just been cleaning the same glass for years.
Yeah. It's like how the crystal skulls were made, just a giant piece of stone that were slowly polished to make divots.
All right,
Hmm.
well, okay. Bubbles is probably gonna be in the building with me since he can fit into buildings. Brecky's gonna be outside the whole time, but I'm gonna have to. All right, can I just like try and deal with this now then? If while Benedict's getting drunk.
Yeah, sure. Oh, so's you's back. What you want?
I live here.
Flash work
Oh.
here.
So's you do. My mistake.
Glad to see that your cousin's all right.
Yeah, well, kind of cost me a bunch of money. You know, reviving someone from the dead is really expensive. Had to use up the priest's last 500 gold diamond.
Oh, we managed to get some more back for him.
Well, ain't that convenient? How'd you get those diamonds back?
We beat up the dudes who stole them.
Oh, who stole them?
Crazy cultists. Long story. Honestly, we would just go over your heads. Unless if I also have to roll to see if I get a natural 20 to explain the whole thing to them.
Okay.
I'm
We'll go with
regretting Norfinas is not
performance.
there now.
God,
Yeah.
am I actually gonna roll like the same thing that Pride rolled?
Performance or
Absolutely.
persuasion?
Do
Sure.
performance just because it could be hilarious to see how good that is.
Ah,
Eh,
16.
Oh.
average. Pretty not better than average. I'll give you better than average.
Give them a good story and see if that kind of gets them to let me off the hook or something.
How much detail are you going in about these cultists?
Not the ones that are important, but just like stories of our group's badassery.
So just telling me you fought a bunch of hippopotamus people?
Yeah,
What the hell's a hippopotamus?
they were these giant bitches, and I got this gun from one of them.
Ooh, can I see it?
Sorry, man, I can't take it off of me, or else I become less badass. I have to keep it. You understand?
Wait. Did you pull out the shield? At least.
I always had it on my side. I had it like in a belt strap, basically.
Yeah, he's had his
Okay.
gun
In
on his holster.
pocket.
is Benedict gonna
Okay,
tackle
well, to be
Dynn
fair-
and shout, "He's got a
Dynn-
gun!"
To be fair, there are two different heights. But the mention of Dynn having a gun, Benedict just looks over.
It's not
Yeah.
loaded, Benedict.
Do you have a permit for that?
I get a permit for it.
Give it.
Come on, man. I'm not gonna actually use it in case unless it's an emergency.
It's
Don't
the
have to worry about
law. It's the law, kobold. Give it.
Wait,
Benedict
Din,
doesn't know his name.
Din, roll an insight.
insight. Yeah, I was just about to.
Wait,
guess there was
Benedict
anything I could do.
hasn't told anyone else that he's a cop.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be. Okay, I guess I'll roll insight first to look into that. But yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Um,
roll
He's a cop.
Should I roll persuasion?
I think at this point, Din, you're kind of confused. 12 is not bad in any means of the
Yeah.
roll. You're kind of confused, and you think he might be a cop.
It's gonna be like, and why do I have to give it to you? Why does that matter so much to you, huh?
Benedict puts whatever drink he was drinking down, stands up at his full height, because you were in possession of property that you are not trained in, and by
I was going to
the
learn.
Waterdeep Bureau of Investigation, it is my job to take that away from you. Now, kobold, give it to me, or I will be forced to put you under arrest.
Now I really wish I was there.
Yeah, because Norfinas could just write up a fucking bullshit permit.
No, because I would have actually questioned if he has jurisdiction here.
That's what I was trying to get the insight for, actually. See if his
Wait, then I know
jurisdiction
that, he
extends
just said that
past
he's a cop.
Waterdeep.
That means I can ask that now. He
No.
just said he's a cop, so I can ask that now.
Well, not really, because that's a meta. Meow.
Oh, he said it. He said it. His character just said it. He said he was part of the Bureau of Investigation or whatever.
I think I'd have to make you roll an intelligence check to
Yeah.
see if you'd even know what that is.
Yeah, you would have to know what that is first.
Yeah.
Then you can probably ask the question.
It's like I would say I'm actually a member of the CPK, and it's like what the hell's
No.
No,
CPK?
I don't know what that is.
No. See, like I can say I'm a member of the CPK, and what's the member of CPK? The Chinese political kangaroo party. I don't fucking know.
I want art of Chinese political kangaroos.
Chinese political
Sad thing.
kangaroo party.
Sadly, there's no kangaroos in China.
Just
Nope.
holding his hand out.
I'm sure there's some at a zoo.
And I guess Dynn, because of his lack of knowledge of any of what's going on, is just like,
Oh, I know what you
fuck
can
is
counter
that?
with.
And I'm gonna go look at the Koatos and ask, do you guys know what that is?
Hold on a minute. I'm gonna roll.
And I might as well just take advantage of the two people who are behind me and see if they might know what that is. At least then it can save my ass.
If you don't figure this out yourself, I will tell you afterwards what you could have said.
Yeah. Just Strain rolled a 19. The other one, Joey, only rolled an 11. So he's like, he looks to you. And he's like, oh. But then,
I mean, it makes
Just-
sense. They were bandits, so they would probably know to avoid those people.
yeah. Just Train kind of visibly looks a bit nervous and is like, uses with the Waterdeep and Bureau of Investigations? Oh, man. Look, I don't know what you's doing here. I don't know what you's heard, but I'm clean, yo. I've had this job legit.
Yo. I'm clean, yo.
See, the thing is, Pride would have specifically mentioned that Akuatoa had been resurrected. They had previously killed. He was a bandit.
Okay,
Justin
so,
knows, his cousin
Benedict
Joey.
knows about these people then.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Pride gave you a detailed explanation of the past 2 weeks.
Probably, yeah.
I roll another.
Yeah, you
guys
intelligence
have
check
been
to see if I
I'm
know
gonna
adventuring.
play
what
with
he's
that.
talking about.
Benedict just looks at him. Well, if you want to keep this under the books, then to do that, help me get this contraband out of Kobold's hands.
Justrin with the 19. I'm gonna make him roll another intelligence check. That's a 14. What if he just gave you the bullets? That way he just still had the gun, but it couldn't do nobody no harm.
Benedict looks at him. I'm gonna roll for this. I need all of it.
I'd
I got
do as
21.
I'd do as he says.
Did the water just get warmer?
I'd do as he says if I was you. He looks pretty big. Wait a minute. If yours is with the Bureau of Investigation, where's is your badge? Show me your badge.
There it is.
You ghost.
Okay. So, I want to minor illusion
Okay.
a replica
Replica.
of Benedict's badge, and do I have my sorcery points back? Because if so, I'd like to give myself
Arrested
advantage
yet,
for
so I don't
this.
think so.
Chaos.
He converted a bunch of
Yeah, use Tides of Chaos.
yeah.
Okay, so I can. I will give myself. Oh, that would work.
That's oh, it's 9. He still doesn't see. Because it's the DC is like,
Yes.
Yeah.
The DC is 13.
yeah, that was a 9 plus whatever stats a commoner would have.
Yeah.
He has stats, but they're like, commoner stats. It'd be like a
I
plus
don't-
1 at the most.
Yeah, I don't think he would have a +4 to.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Benedict is making a clear effort to just show him the badge and not Dynn. Which is
Yeah,
not
I'm
hard
looking
to
at you
do.
the whole time, so I'm just gonna
Which
be
is
like,
not hard to do because Benedict has big hands.
Here, give me 1 second. There's a book that's just out of reach. Sorry, I hit the
There it
microphone
is.
There it
stand.
is.
Sounds like a fucking gong.
It's
Monty.
my microphone stand has springs on it because it's got like a hinge, and I keep hitting spring.
Yeah.
I am so hoping this works.
Didn't question the fact that he sees him holding nothing over,
No,
to,
you need. No, the reason he's
that's-
avoiding you from seeing it is because you can probably make the DC.
Yeah,
I'm
specifically
literally
said-
looking at both of them at the same time. How do I not see it?
But
Well,
I specifically said that
He's because he can position his hand in a way where you can't see it.
Plus, also, he
That
made the
part.
intimidation roll against Justrin.
Yeah, he didn't make it against you.
Yeah, he's trying to convince Justrin
He's not talking to you right now.
to convince you to give over everything.
because then
In the Discord, I'm posting a picture.
Mhm.
That's what the badge looks like. It's from Waterdeep.
Oh wow, there's an actual badge.
Yep.
Wait,
Yeah.
you mean Waterdeep Bureau of Investigation exists?
No, but the guards there do actually have badges.
Oh,
Neat.
Cool.
wow, that is neat.
It's
Mhm.
really cool looking. I do like it. Nice. I like the blue and purple.
Mhm.
It's kind
It's
of like
just
almost close to my teal
the
and purple
guards,
favorite
the
color.
watch.
Yeah.
Badge of the watch. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And
Sadly,
that's
when you join the watch, you join the watch for life.
more or less.
All are
You're
dead.
there until you die.
Glad they accepted that. But yeah, no, convincing Justin to assist in getting the gun and bullets away from Dynn.
So yeah, these two Kuotoa cousins, they're actively trying to persuade you, Jin, to give up the gun because they are rightfully scared of Benedict at this point.
And meanwhile, Din's just like, but why? This doesn't make any sense. What right does he have to take my gun?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, looks at him. Those muscles, they could like snap our necks like twigs.
I can.
Yeah, and I've dealt with
I've
people
done
with
it.
similar muscles and maybe even more muscles before.
You also had Groc with you.
Exactly.
You don't have Groc with you.
Well,
You are on your own, my dude.
I can't help you. I'm in my house.
Yeah, none of you guys are with me. I understand that, but the thing is, I rolled these numbers and I have to play through them. I can't just say fine, you can have it just because of no reason. Like Dynn rolled badly and he has to be stupid about this one. I don't know, sorry.
so what's gonna happen? Benedict, are you gonna take the gun by force?
Oh my god.
Are you gonna give up on it?
I'm trying to think. Because I could try to put him asleep. But sleep.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna ask something. Benedict, can you give me a legitimate reason as to why to take my gun? I haven't done any harm with it, and I don't plan to do any harm with it unless I'm in actual danger.
He's actually gave a reason.
I don't understand the reason at all. That's the thing.
Under the code of conduct for firearms, you have to have a permit to carry and use one. Show of evidence that you have been properly trained. You have no evidence.
It's like a real
Okay,
world
yeah.
law. You can't just have a gun. If a cop comes
Yeah,
up
I
to you,
get it.
You are literally breaking the law by possessing that gun.
Yeah.
Fine. Then
That-
if I
that
give
is
it
the
to
re-
you, Sorry.
Yeah, that is the reason.
If you get a
Gonna be
permit and you prove it to me, then I will give it back to you.
the officer can give you a receipt to claim it for later.
All right. Then can I roll anything about if there's? Oh, I can't. I wouldn't know. So, where? Okay, then I'm just gonna ask him first before I give it to him. Where can I even get a permit?
Well, clearly, in the city of Waterdeep. There may be a few registered trainers in firearms scattered around through the plane. But your best bet is with the bigger cities.
And I don't want to cause any more trouble right now, so let's just. I'm kind of tired of causing all this trouble. Why did someone move Brecky?
Here, if ever you guys haven't seen this, there was a scene from in the Witcher 3 that was very much based off this one scene from Asterix and the 12 Tasks,
Oh, this, yep.
and he has to get permit A38.
Oh yeah.
I put it in Discord for if ever you want to watch it.
But now I get the badass.
Oh yeah,
I'm giving the gun to Benedict because there's just no point in arguing anymore.
Sorry, Dynn. He is the law.
When I get my permit, I am getting it back though.
Oh yeah. For now, Benedict, your charisma goes up by 1. Not your score, not your modifier, whatever.
I mean, unless it hits a threshold by.
Exactly.
I will check that actually. Let's boost my charisma by 1 and see how
You're
that
at an odd
goes.
number now. You get a modifier.
Nope, still +2. It bumped it up to 15.
Aww.
And I lose a modifier. That sucks.
Well, it's not exactly like you need it, really.
You really don't.
I mean, it
No.
brought my modifier up by 1.
I know. I hate having zeros or negatives as well.
Yeah.
I didn't have 0. I had 1 before. Now I have 2. And then
I have
had
2
from it.
negative modifiers.
I like having negative as it works. For example, Dimble can't lift shit.
Well, yeah, Dimble's tiny.
Mm.
Fat.
Alright, I'm gonna take out the gun and everything, the gun and the bullets from my thing then.
Okay, cool. How many bullets was that?
3.
3.
Okay, people.
Could I have just used my Eyes of Charming on him?
Maybe.
And that probably could.
That wouldn't be cool.
That probably would have gone bad for you if it failed.
Yeah, and if it failed, also, when he fell out of the or if he
Oh, once it
Fell out of
runs
favor?
out.
yeah once the effect runs out, he would know that you did that, and you would be in even worse trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Whatever.
I also have a saves version against being charmed or frightened.
That is true, yeah. You know what I would have actually suggested for you to do, Dynn?
What?
Go wake up Norfinas.
Norfinas!
Why would I think to wake up? Why would I think to wake up Norfinas?
Because
I don't
he's
know if
the assistant mayor and he knows about the laws and stuff and jurisdictions and
Dynn
everything.
still didn't understand anything about the laws. He just gave it because he got tired of arguing.
You're just lucky that Benedict hasn't recognized that you're a spy from Waterdeep.
I thought I was a spy from Harper's.
No, the Harpers is a group.
Oh,
30, I guess.
They have a stand in Waterdeep, though they are one of the more open groups and help people,
yeah.
if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Alright, then I'm just
So
gonna-
it'd be more of a I got my eye on you, but in the eyes of the law, we good.
Alright, then I'm just gonna
Just so we get to
give the gun up, and then I'm just gonna go look at the Koatoa cousins and just ask,
4, 9,
"You guys hungry? Because I'm kind of annoyed now, and I kind of want to let out my frustrations through cooking."
Yeah, sure. It's kind of late though.
They call it a
Maybe.
midnight snack.
Tell you what, you go and make yourself some food. We'll be right here. How about breakfast? We're just about to close up anyways.
Yeah, fine, I'll make some breakfast in the morning. Then I'll just go to bed. Also, can I return Brecky and Bubbles into the stones now? Because it's time to sleep, or should I just let them sleep normally? I don't know what.
Let them sleep normally.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess because they're in a peaceful town, it's kind of easier to just let them out now.
They're home.
Yeah, we're at home. Okay, then I'm just gonna do that then.
Brecky tries to fit into his little shark house.
Yeah.
I should actually look into getting. Well, no, we're gonna be like out of.
We're gonna be
going out a
traveling
lot.
now.
Pride would be able to build you one. All
Very
right.
good. Becky is pretty much the Clifford, the big red dog.
Yeah. Actually, eventually, I want to use the new image that one of my friends made. A friend of mine made for Brecky for his token because it's such a cute image.
But you have the one that Franny made.
Thing that Franny made. Franny never made anything.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one we're using?
The Bricky Shark
Dongo
Toe.
Oh, that's
did
the one
that.
that another artist made from a long time ago.
Oh.
They had like a doodle. They were doing a doodle thing on stream, and they like sharks, so I told them about my shark, and they doodled him.
Anyway,
Oh, I thought it was Fran. So is anybody doing anything during the night, or is everyone going to bed?
Yep, Bride's going to sleep.
going to sleep.
Benedict
good.
stays up for a little bit, just pondering what has been going on these past 2 days.
Groc is certainly going to attempt to go to sleep.
Benedict, for convenience sake, you would have the key to room number 2.
Gotcha. But Benedict does eventually go to sleep.
All right. Morning comes. You wake up, and from what you guys said, you would pretty much meet up with Benedict at the bar.
I'll say Norfinas is up first, and he's the first one to show up in a new suit. Wait, so it's just Benedict at the bar?
Yeah.
Benedict's at the bar. I guess you're the first to show. I don't know if Dynn's gotten up yet. Dynn might be in the back.
Benedict
Bride
is
will probably
day
show up
drinking.
second.
Oh wait, where is everyone showing up?
At the tavern.
bar.
Tavern.
Tavern.
Oh, I was gonna. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wake up and make breakfast and other food for the day and everything for the.
Din
for
would
the
show
party,
up
but
after Norf.
make breakfast for me and for the Koatoas first, of course, because I promised them.
And then Groc. What's Groc doing?
He takes just a moment to just kind of think about some stuff, and then makes his way to the tavern.
Did you get any sleep last night?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. I was
Because-
going to ask a hard question. Are we putting your hit points back up, or are they staying the same?
No. Groc would know the importance of sleep better than anyone. Being a
No.
warrior.
Yeah, okay. Because that was gonna be a hard roll of take
Yeah.
a point of exhaustion.
Hmm.
Exactly. Because he does not know what the day is going to entail, and he is not going to fight or risk fighting on a lack of sleep.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what can I roll for
Uh,
breakfast now?
sorry, what?
Can I roll for making breakfast now again?
Yeah. We can say you got up early and you were making your breakfast and all that stuff.
Roll something because I want to make breakfast for the party too, since if they're coming over.
Well, you're
you
doing your
need to
job,
roll?
basically.
Yeah, but you need to roll. Don't think that you.
know.
You can roll if you
Oh.
want.
Doing the whole like whenever Din gets to cook for people, he gets to do the whole description thing. Sorry, it's I don't know.
Well, you're just in the kitchen. You're not like at a stand or anything.
Yeah.
Basically,
That's
you're
true.
doing like Sanji from One Piece. You're just really hamming it up and performing for everybody in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make some eggs and bacon for the Koatoas then.
Can I make a perception roll against Benedict to notice that he has Din's gun?
He made sure to have that not visible.
It would probably it would be like
Hmm.
hidden.
Okay, well, okay.
I'm just gonna make the breakfast for the Koatoas and then meet up with everyone else.
I sit next to Benedict then. Morning.
I'm just gonna sit
Morning.
next to
Bride would also sit next to Benedict. I feel so nice not having to fucking sleep in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
I'm gonna sit across from Benedict and just look at him angrily.
Benedict.
Rolling insight on Din.
Yes, you shit in your kelp flakes.
Roll the inside first to see if you see he's angry.
16.
That work? I don't know.
Oh, did I ever show you guys a picture of what that one knight
15.
from the Knights of Samular looks like?
No.
I don't think so.
You know the one, the lady I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The one that was infatuated with
Brecky.
Reki.
All right. Putting it in Discord again.
Yep.
Oh, do we have a picture of her now too?
Yeah, there always was one apparently. I just forgot to show you guys. Ah, sideways.
Bum,
Cool.
bum, bum. I can see your
No,
feet
just
spots.
doesn't matter if it's sideways.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
still wicked.
Playing Snake.
For the viewers at home, this is
Yeah.
sideways.
Do not adjust your screen.
Turn your
Benedict
monitor
also
the other
has,
way.
but Benedict has somewhat of a sad face on as well. Just gonna add that.
Well, okay, so with Norfinas is 16 and Pride's 15, do we notice that Dinn's upset?
Dynn, how badly did you burn the eggs?
No, that's not why he's upset.
I'll take that as a yes.
No, Dynn will never mess up on food unless he's supposed to roll and he messes up or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to mess up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. What's got me pissed? This jerk took my gun.
Wait, sorry, what did I just walk in on?
No, we're just talking about how the fact that Dinn's pissed at
Benedict.
It's just like Benedict, and now like Benedict's just like, if you piss off Dynn, Dynn will then Dynn will be like Dynn will remember this or whatever.
Yeah.
And Benedict just has a sad face for no reason.
Why do you have a sad face though?
You have to
Because
roll an
Chandra-
insight for that.
I know the reason, but yeah.
Oh no, it's not Chandra.
Oh, okay,
Something else.
never mind.
I will tell you that it's not
Insight.
Chandra.
Okay, never
Since
insight.
I'm looking at him, I'm gonna roll the insight just because I'm like, why the fuck is he
16.
sad?
Nope.
What do you mean sad? This is just Benedict's normal face. Pride, there's something upsetting him.
Okay,
Okay, so
Benedict,
Pride
who the
just
fuck
needs to-
shit in your kelp flakes this time?
I'm just
I
homesick.
already said my part of. What was that?
Ah,
What did he say?
He's
I
homesick.
miss my mate. Alright? I miss my loved one.
Mm.
She's in water deep and... In all honesty, I have no clue. And it's
By
supposed
this
to be a
point-
simple go in, come out job, and now it's different plane, elemental planes, cultists, men that'll plant, and just really confusing and whatnot. A lot to take in for 2 days.
So, Dynn, what's up with
Yeah.
you?
Benedict took my gun. I'm pissed.
Okay, Norfinas knows the reason.
all right, yeah. So when Groc gets here, we could probably stop by
Groc-
Hammer and
Groc
Saul,
will be-
see if they've got anything interesting.
Brock would be walking
Recently.
in at this point.
Speaking of, here he is.
I'm gonna roll insight checks to see if I notice.
Well,
anything
speaking of
with
the
him.
Dybbuk, probably just spins around in his seat.
17 on my insight.
Who are you inciting?
I think it's just everyone in the room
Yeah.
at the table.
Benedict is sad.
Pride is pride.
Norfinas
Dinn's
is
just staring daggers at Benedict.
Norfinas is a little down at the moment.
Because it's basically just a fucking theme at this point. Insight Groc. 17.
Well, considering I incited him earlier and saw that he was upset.
He
Give me a P.
okay.
something in a theme.
5. Wow.
You guys,
Not Sonny.
Groc is in better spirits. He's not.
By better spirits, you've switched from gin to vodka.
This episode is filmed in front of a live studio ostrich. But he
How'd
he
you guys
did,
know I was a live
he got
studio
his full night's
ostrich?
sleep, but he did relatively late into the night. He spent some time meditating and getting his head clear.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is you don't so much have bags under your eyes as much as you have backpacks under your eyes.
I mean, he got a full night's sleep. It was just like,
You look like your character profile right now with the bags under your eye.
That's normal for him.
but yeah, I was gonna say, is that bags under his eyes or is that wrinkles because he's a snapping turtle?
Either or.
Oh,
You
Groc,
won't know.
looks like you're in a good mood today.
It's
Better.
good mood. Yeah. So clearly, my sour mood has shifted to some other people. What's going on?
Well, Benedict's homesick, and Benedict took Dynn's gun.
Took my gun, man.
Okay,
Take my pride, but you can't take my gun.
Who the
Benedict,
fuck's that on yours?
Okay,
I believe you owe us an explanation.
before we get started with that, I gotta ask you this though, Benedict. Do you actually have jurisdiction here to actually take Dynn's gun?
Before Benedict answers, Justrin comes by and is like, "Oh, here you goes, guys. Coffee starts off your day."
Benedict puts whatever left of his alcoholic drink in his coffee.
Wait,
Thanks, Justin.
I'm actually gonna inside Justrin.
So is Pride.
Nat 20.
Hey!
Great fail.
Hey!
Pride just staring at Justrin like, bitch.
Hey!
Jesus Christ!
That's so funny. I guess I'll roll too. Why not? I mean, I guess why not?
I high five
That's
Groc.
Nat 20.
So I'm gonna go
I
and
got
say
it.
it,
Hey!
Whoa.
23.
guys. I'm gonna go and say it. The episode of this title is called Insight Check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake. Justrin's kind of standing there, looking at you guys. He's like, drink coffee. What you guys just doing? Just
Pride's
drink
just
coffee."
staring daggers at him.
Justrin turns around and looks at Joey. He's just not drinking the coffee. What's I do? Joey turns around.
Pride just takes out a vial of fucking succubus blood and he pours it in his coffee and he just slowly takes a sip. Still
accept it.
staring
I'm just
daggers.
I'm just gonna tell Justin, don't pay them any mind. They're having they kind of have little PTSDs from when your cousin and his friends tried to attack us.
I mean, again, Norf and I got a
Nat 20.
insight checks.
Yeah. You can see that Justrin looks visibly nervous that you guys aren't drinking the coffee.
Well,
And he's like looking back to Joey, and Joey is like
actually,
giving them like giving him like that kind of thing, like that's what he's more or less
well,
doing.
my insight was mostly to say, like, if he did, what was his intentions of giving us coffee, you know?
It's a fucking bar and it's breakfast.
Okay. Well, no, we didn't order the coffee, though.
Sorry, what?
We didn't order the coffee, though.
He's giving you. You go to a restaurant, they give you
I
water.
think.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but
we
they
don't- yeah.
ask first.
Yeah, I know. That's what he's just being really nervous about. And he's like, coffee. You want the coffee?
Oh,
He was just asking us. I thought he gave us some.
Yeah,
Does
that's what I
anything
thought.
happen?
No, he gave you coffee. He came by and he brought coffee and just started instantly pouring it into you guys' into cups, basically.
Okay.
Without even
There's-
asking.
There's already like cups on the table. Yeah. I
alright, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see Pride just down the rest of his coffee. You know, I have to ask, why do you guys even serve this cold?
Flavor? I don't know. Look, I'm just doing as he told me. He just said, bring the coffee.
Bright says this is there's currently just steam rising from the fucking cup from the hot coffee.
Yeah, tiefling.
I drank my
Yes.
coffee and just... I drank my coffee and said, it's fine. We just had a really rough couple of days.
You
Thank
guys
you for the
understand.
coffee.
I told you the stories.
All
Right.
right. 8.
So back to me questioning Benedict.
What's this whole thing about jurisdiction?
Yeah, what is
But-
that about?
Like, Benedict stands up with his alcohol coffee
Irish coffee.
and stands in front of the group looking at them. Answer your question, Norfinas. Page 157, paragraph 3, section B. After the incident of the Fall Festival, it was required to have a permit to own anything that used gunpowder. That furthered into firearms after the incident at the Summer Festival, where 3 people were shot. 2 of said 3 people died. Your kobold friend does not have a permit. I am currently holding on to it so he does not get arrested by anyone else, and I have told him where he can get a permit. Upon him getting a permit, his property will be returned to him.
Did you roll an intelligence?
Pride
save?
is fault. Pride understands exactly what you're saying.
Did you just roll an intelligence check, not a save?
It's a joke.
It's the same. No, it'd probably be the same modifier regardless. So.
Mm. I wonder. That wasn't the question, though. It wasn't why you confiscated it from him. It's whether or not you have jurisdiction here to confiscate his weapon.
Short answer, yes, I do. I'm
What-
moving on to Turtle's question.
Who are you? Because when we first met you, you were acting like a simpleton.
Alright. Benedict A. Parsworth. Member of the... I am sorry, you keep saying stuff and I'm interrupting.
So it's just like it was when we first met you. You were like if Dynn and Pride got merged into one.
Oof.
And turn into a dog.
Benedict chuckles at that.
Hey, I'm smarter than Dynn.
Yeah,
Hang
but
on,
so.
let me bring up the list
But
of the
one-
times you were smart enough to do something. Oh wait, there's only
but
one thing on here.
times 0 still equals 0.
You see his pride just points his finger at Norf. Barge right.
That's the only
These-
thing on here.
Except for you were a gorilla, and you convinced to sell the ectoplasm for 25 gold.
Anyway,
You
Yes.
helped someone
Back
else,
to-
not us, and you've died like 5 or 6 times, and I've died none.
Anyway,
Death has nothing to do with intelligence, my dude.
continue, Benedict.
but I will put the WIB, WBI, Waterdeep investigation. I was sent after Miss Chandri, after it was concluded with evidence, eyewitnesses' account of her being involved with cultists and the disappearance of a few Waterdeep nobles. The
Holy fam.
whole Simpleton Act was nothing more than an act. Any harm I did to you all was by accident of me trying to stay in character to not raise any suspicion with her. I needed to get close. If you got your... I'm getting the word for it. Gosh. It's like... free stuff, but more professional sounding. God fucking damn it. Commissions? I'm skipping it. Is that to your satisfactory, or?
That's also the reason he took me aside to tell me about this, and why we both exclaimed when Chandri disappeared.
Can I roll a history check to see if I know what the Waterdeep Investigation Bureau is?
Yeah, go for it. I actually have answers in case you do well. Yeah. Currently, right now, in Waterdeep, Waterdeep is actually heavily afflicted with gang wars, mostly between the Xanathar Guild. Yes, same from that Xanathar, and another one that starts with a TH. Give me a second.
Thyroid.
Close. The
The Guild.
I have Dragon Heist right here. I can look it up if you want.
I've got it in my hand. I'm trying to find the right page.
The Thorn Guild.
Doesn't it start with a Z though?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of the right one.
Mm.
Team Plasma and Team Galactic.
Yeah, it is. It is Zen. Yeah, the
Zentarim.
Zentarum. Between the Xanathar Guild and the Zentarum. And Norfinas, you know about the Zentarum. That while you were in Waterdeep, that they are a really bad news group.
Oof.
They are heavily involved in a lot of political assassinations, kidnappings, and ransom. But you're not exactly too sure about the Xanathar Guild.
Some say they're led by a creature with 1,000 eyes.
Some say it's just one guy wearing a mask.
Honestly, even the book says that even the cultists that work for Xanathar, I mean, you guys out of character know who Xanathar is, but in the book, even, I don't know why I said cultists. I did not mean to say cultists. I meant to say members, gang members.
Yeah.
Only like maybe 2 people of the whole gang know who Xanathar is. Mostly he's like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget, just some mysterious voice from behind the chair.
Yeah.
Beholders for you. They're super paranoid.
Yeah, especially Xanathar. He is extremely paranoid, and he very rarely shows himself to anybody.
And when he does, it's life model decoys.
Simulacrum spell.
Yeah, essentially he's old-timey Nick Fury with the life model decoys from S.H.I.E.L.D.
From the comics.
Yes, from the
The
comics.
Show.
Anywho.
Anywho.
That's the
Anywho.
first thing, Benedict.
Benedict, now you understand why I told you in private that when the guys go to Waterdeep, Benedict will have a very important role.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And as I told you, I'm good for what I told you.
Neat.
Wait, so those gang wars are still happening then? Oh wait, no.
Yep. Well, you can ask that out loud, and Benedict will answer, and he'll say yes. Sorry to put words in your character's mouth. but...
No, that's totally fine. That's still happening. It's like, what the fuck, gangs? To have a moment of peace.
Mm.
Hey,
But yeah,
Messy,
no, that's still
how
happening.
familiar are you with the module for Waterdeep Dragon Heist?
I've given it a somewhat in-depth reading about one time and skimmed a bit.
So you know the basics at least of what's going on, right?
I know the basics.
I will let you do all the talking then instead of me putting words in. It's actually more authentic that you would know the basics rather than the whole bit with gold and everything else.
As far as basics, I'm just gonna say Benedict knows about the 2 main
Gangs.
guilds. Gangs giving trouble.
Cool. While you're going on, this time Joey comes around. Would you guys like some orange juice? Maybe some tea? Water? Tea?
Alcohol, Benedict says as he raises his now empty cup.
What kind of alcohol? We have disinfectant. We've got rubbing.
Strongest one.
Mouthwash it is.
Then you'll
That isn't poisonous.
Oh. He says he doesn't want the poison one.
That either won't make him sick or die. Let's just put it that way. The safe alcohol.
Oh,
Benedict
So none of
reaches
the
in.
alcohol.
Benedict reaches in his pocket, acting like he's gonna pull out his badge again to make it a rest.
Yeah, okay. And Joey kind of goes back to the bar, comes back after about 5 minutes. He has 1 tea, 1 rubbing alcohol.
Oh god.
No, he's got scotch.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Why the hell does he have a snake person?
He's got scotch. And all right, so Ro, you had the coffee. Kaiju, you're gonna get the tea. Dynn, he would have gone around and asked, "What do you want? Anything?"
Wait, did you say Groc will get the tea and then Kaiju will get the coffee?
No,
No,
Ro, good
Ro.
Ro.
Oh, I don't know.
Ro
why I
had
thought I
the
heard you say-
coffee.
I don't know why. I thought I heard you say. I thought I heard you say Groc and then Kaiju, and I'm like, what?
No, you're losing.
Do
Sorry.
you want a beverage?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
I'll just take a. I'll take a coffee.
lemon tea, please.
Coffee. Lemon tea. Yeah, 5 minutes go by and comes back and gives you guys your drinks.
Benedict's just drinking out of the bottle of scotch at this point.
I'm probably gonna step out for a second so I can feed Brecky and Bubbles. I haven't fed them their breakfast, and I should probably do that.
Well, I'm probably gonna stop by Hammer and Saul's, see if they've got anything new in stock.
You do realize they were both
Benedict-
arrested, right?
Only one of them was arrested.
Benedict's just standing there, expecting more questions.
Dynn doesn't care.
Wait, so if... Okay, I know I didn't ask this when you first told me this information, but where's your gear?
I had to hide it away to the cultist hideout, as not to raise suspicion of Chandri.
I need everybody to roll me a Constitution save.
God damn it, was
God
this
damn it.
poisoned?
God damn it, this is what Pride gets
thank
for missing
God.
Fiend Blood 1.
Do I have to
Not
roll
a
a
nat-
con
not a
save?
crit
Dave?
fail, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Not a
but-
crit fail.
Everybody drank.
Yeah, but they've specified not the poisonous alcohol.
That's why he turned around and says he wants to non-poison one. What do I do?
I think they got your order wrong, buddy.
All right,
Swear to
Ghost,
God.
tell us what happens.
Fireball into
Groc,
No.
Groc,
No.
you're fine. Actually, believe it or not.
Oh, what?
Everybody else not doing so hot. In fact, you're all kind of starting to feel a bit woozy. And Groc, you kind of notice. Benedict was starting to describe where his gear was, but then he's like, I left my stuff at the farm.
I have both of those Kuotoa by the collar.
Yes!
Adam,
You definitely
Pride
do.
just falls back out of the fucking chair.
I
and his
have-
horse gets stuck in the floor.
I have both of them by the collar.
I'm gonna try and see if I can yell for Bubbles.
You got a nat 1, my dude.
You're
You're
down
right.
for the
Yeah,
count.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Damn it! I can't. Damn it.
Pride came out of it better than you.
Bubbles is still
I-
out. Bubbles is still in the
Seriously?
building. He hasn't drunk anything. Just so you know. So
Actually, no.
While you're
Actually, no.
throttling the Kuotoa over the bar, doors to the bar spring open. Large, heavily armored dragonborn with red scales bursts in and says, "Wait! Don't drink that!"
Too late.
Hurry up!
By
Make
the way,
yourself
actually,
puke.
I take it back. I don't have them by the collars. I have them both, like claws digging into
Hold
their
on.
heads.
Ghost, am I still conscious?
no.
Okay.
The save was 20.
Yeah.
God damn.
I'm gonna go around and spend lay on hands on each of these guys to cure their poison. So that's gonna
yeah.
be 5 for each of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
I've got total 30 points. Is that enough?
Oh, that's more than enough. I'm just for
Yeah.
this sake of it all. It's a good way just to introduce your character. So Groc, you are currently throttling Just Drain and Joey.
Benedict marches over to them and places one of his paws on one of the necks, and it starts getting warmer as he's preparing burning hand.
I
All
get
right,
up
I'm
to
just
it.
getting ready.
conscious again.
Yeah, you're all conscious.
I'm just-
Motherfucker! Your Pride just slowly pulls himself out of the floor. All
I'm
right.
just gonna get
All
really
right,
pissed.
bring those
Jump.
fuckers here.
I'm
Pride's
just gonna
pulling
get.
out from his gray bag of tricks.
Come on, Elk.
Elk,
Weasel again.
Weasel.
That's the weasel.
fucking weasel.
It's either the elk or the weasel. There's no in between.
Intimidating
Panther.
weasel.
Hold on. I'm pulling out again.
Nothing.
A badger?
A badger.
Badger. Weasel and a badger. Perfect.
I'm just gonna quickly jump onto the table, super pissed, and just have my frying pan out. Just fucking throw him right
Sometimes
here. I'm
the
ready to
charm.
play some baseball.
There it is.
There.
There's a giant elk.
Giant elk, yes.
So, there's no
Um,
weasel, a badger, and a giant elk in the fucking bar.
Wait,
question.
Poke Bottle. Yeah.
Question: would the elk
Wait for
fit
it.
in this?
Done.
Would the elk fit here?
Pride claps his hand, and Zaid appears
Yeah.
next to him too.
Would the elk fit in the bar?
I'm pretty sure it
Yeah, it'd be pretty tight. So now that there's 1, 2, 3, 4,
I imagine
5,
like
6,
I imagine his summoning
7,
causes
8.
tables to get knocked over.
There are about 10 people, plus the 2 Kuotoas. There are about 12 people in this bar right now. Considering it's a bar, there's plenty of room.
Yeah.
All right. So, you two little are going to explain what the fuck you tried to do.
And then we'll
Intimidation.
kill you.
And I'm just gonna roll a. I'm gonna roll a check on feeling betrayed by my thought to be new friends.
Benedict wants to kill one of them. Fell
So,
ready on the neck. Point
Is Pride
blank.
intimidated
bitch.
one of them?
I'm gonna stop Benedict from doing that.
Hey, it's not a fireball.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Just one
You can't
hand.
kill people.
Justrin, after the intimidation,
And the water
reveals
suddenly-
that he is a member of the cult of the Crushing Wave.
You see his Pride's just going to slowly take out draw his fucking cane sword.
Can I kill him now?
Wait.
If you must
Uh,
do so, Sir Mage, please avoid using a fireball. There are innocents in this bar.
That didn't
Burning
stop him
hand.
before.
Fireball 3 times before. 1 time at point blank with others around, and you get this shit.
I mean, are you surprised?
Kind of not.
You hear Justrain going, "If you lets me live, I'd tell you who else is in the gang or the cult, whatever's."
All right then, speak.
Jolliver. Jolliver's in the guild too.
He's dead.
Oh shit.
Which one was Jolliver?
Jolliver was the
All right.
The
Yeah.
boat captain.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Tuna Man is also
Yeah.
in.
that dead
Oh.
too.
Basically, if they were at that castle you guys had, they're dead.
Either
he
by
was with the castle.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
they
keep.
were at the castle.
Either we
See,
killed
Pride
them
just
or the
holds
plants
the
killed them.
pommel. You see, his Pride just holds the pommel toward him, showing him the glass eye. He's
Oh,
dead
shit.
too. Yeah.
Oh,
Also-
I guess
also
you
that-
knows about the path to the temple.
Yeah. Also the hag.
That was
Oh.
And also, yeah.
That was my wife.
You have bad taste.
Oh yeah. By the way, I let the
wanna-
dragon out too.
Let's not bring up taste.
You
here.
what? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all doomed. Joey, it was nice knowing you.
didn't hear
go
that.
meet the great big crayfish-headed woman in the sky.
Oh, trust me, you're not going there.
Benedict casts sleep on both of them.
They pass out. I'm not even gonna make you roll. They're fucking level 1 jobber peasants.
You have a cage, a metal one.
We have a jail.
Technically,
Good
we
enough.
don't have a jail, but we do have a butcher's walk-in freezer.
Fantastic.
Do we still have those coops that Mindy sent chickens in?
Those were sent back.
We could probably give some more coops.
Question
Adam.
is, are
Quick
they
find
small
coops.
enough to be stuffed into one?
Hey, Adam, now would be a good time to make up a reason why you are after these 2 guys. Just make up a reason. That's what everyone else does.
This is secretly my new partner.
I am Hathor, son of Nithor, warrior poet of the Knightly Order of Everlasting Fuck. I am a soldier for the cause of
Everlasting
justice,
fuck.
a hunter of peace, and eternal pursuer of the elusive mayfly known as love.
Well, hello. My name is
Um.
Norfinas. I'm the assistant mayor of this town. How can I help you?
I'm
Oh.
Pride. I'm a bard.
Sorry, not to interrupt. Joey and Justrain being members of the Crushing Wave cult. The cult is run by Dark Lord Steve.
Oh.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, you guys knew that.
Did we? Yeah, okay.
My order has something of a grievance with the Dark Lord Steve.
Oh, so you know about him too. Okay, fun. So who the hell? Okay, so who
Why
are
the
you
fuck does
truly?
everyone know about this guy but me?
You see his pride just holds up like a fucking finger to his fucking mouth. Shh.
I get the feeling that ethereal, that celestial beings and world-ending cults are a little bit above the pay grade of a detective.
To be fair, his bureau is dealing with gang wars at the moment.
God,
I get the
Yes,
feeling
but
you
not
guys.
elemental gang wars.
Benedict will try to grab at least one of the now sleeping cult members and
I will say Groc's claws are like locked into their skulls.
Brooke
so-
Sampson grip.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Shouldn't
take
we at
moments to
least
try them out.
hold on a second? Shouldn't we at least just like, I don't know, if they're part of a thing for Stevens, doesn't that mean that they might just be corrupted a bit?
No, not that again. No.
Okay, hey, think about it like this: one of them had already died before. Well, next,
Yeah,
then
considering
again,
he died
Fantastic.
before, he might have been met with Stevens. So
No, I'm
gonna
not
go ahead
losing
and say-
any more evidence.
look, Dent, do you honestly care?
little. I mean, I've been
Well, I
with
don't.
this guy for a while. That's not
Oh my
like
god.
Dynn, these guys poisoned you.
I mean,
If it weren't for the fact that I've had to deal with that kind of stuff before, and with the very sudden appearance of this guy,
yeah, but knowing that Stevens is involved, honestly, considering what we've had to deal with before with Chandri, I mean,
To be
not
fair,
every-
we didn't really
not
know
every
about
cult-
that.
I'll be
And
right
not-
back,
Yeah,
you
we didn't know
guys. I'm
about
just gonna
that
get
either.
some water, but keep going.
not every cultist is being like possessed.
you
Some of
don't
them-
know. It's this in this case, it's a guy who literally works by corrupting people, and we literally have a means to literally fix people's corruption.
How about this? We interrogate them first by putting them where we can, keep them from doing anything else stupid and dangerous. Then once I'm satisfied with the information I needed, you can do whatever magical fucking disappearing act that you did last time with Sandri.
We'll get you Sandri back.
Fantastic. I just want to interrogate these guys first.
Well, it's a bit hard when they're asleep.
Well, that was to make things easier as far as moving them. And I didn't kill them.
All right, I'm fine with that as long as we don't actually. I don't want to keep killing more people that I've like learned to know of for a little bit.
Then stay in the bar.
I'll be honest, we either kill him or we send him to Waterdeep.
All right,
Say,
I'm back.
let's send them back to Waterdeep, and once you're done interrogating them, if we can send them, if we can get them fixed by Paylor, then I'm fine with that.
Assuming they can be. We need to bring
I mean, and if they can't get cured, we'll kill them then. How's that?
You put them in prison. They're not gonna. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna keep quiet about that one.
If they get put on trial had anything to do with the disappearance of the Waterdeep nobles, I cannot promise their safety.
Look, I'll be honest, I don't care if they fucking live.
At this point, neither do I.
I hold up, Joey. We already killed this one once.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
you'd
this
think he
buddy's
wouldn't
actually
do
killed
something
us
dumb.
too. That one, this has actually come full circle.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for him
Twice.
killing us, we wouldn't have been doing anything that we're doing now, right?
Alright. Do you have a cart or something that I would be able to use to take them to
Outback.
Waterdeep?
It's the big metal one.
I'm going to buy that from you. And Benedict just pulls out the platinum that he was given, just sets it on the table.
The shopping
Eh.
cart costs
Wait, are
one
we-
gun.
Loan. It's on loan.
Benedict just puts all his platinum on the table, be like,
Aren't we all just going
at
to
this
Waterdeep
point-
anyway?
I'm
When
going
we-
to take these guys first. I don't know what you guys are doing with your magical plane shit. But if you end up in Waterdeep, then Benedict grabs a piece of paper, if he could find any, and then writes a note. You hand this to the guards.
I'll take
They'll
that.
come get me, and then I can vouch for you to being let in.
Okay.
As long as you haven't done anything dumb and stupid to where you wanted criminals. Then I'll follow
Everybody
after
turns
that.
over and looks to Dynn.
Yeah.
Well, Dynn
Well,
and
the
Pride.
important people haven't. Hey, I haven't done anything illegal recently.
Recently.
At least recently.
You might want to reword that, buddy.
Now,
Look,
Benedict looks to
if I would be
Groc.
wanted for anything, it would actually probably be in Neverwinter because that's where I went to college.
But Benedict looks to Groc and
Good
just
times.
motions, "Can I have them now?"
I just
Fine.
like I hoist them over the shopping cart and drop them like a claw machine.
Fantastic. Benedict will also type and gag them and blind them and deafen them. All the
They
same
just-
stuff. All the same stuff we did with Chandri.
Just complete sensory deprivation.
Like I don't know why, but I picture these Kuotoas are like kind of smallish looking, and they kind of look like when like I have a picture of like them being tied up and looking like weird little like just egg-shaped things tied up with rope.
They're like fish goblins, basically, and they worship the goddess Bilip, which that's not me making shit up.
Yeah, I said it
which
before.
is
Yeah.
the crayfish-headed woman.
But once they're all tied up, Benedict goes back into the bar and just looks at everyone. Now, I'm going to leave for Waterdeep. If you follow me, that's great. If not, okay. If this is our last time seeing each other for a while, anything else you want to ask?
Do you plan to conduct an interrogation?
Okay, please repeat that.
Do you plan to conduct an interrogation?
Yes.
I would request to be part of it.
Same.
It's only recently come to my attention that these men were involved with the crushing wave, and I only wish I had arrived sooner.
These
Well, then you may accompany me to Waterdeep. But I have my job to do.
These men just about killed my friends. So
If you
Hey,
can,
Messy.
can you wait an hour?
I heard someone say my name, yes.
I did. You said you left all your equipment at that one farm, right?
Indeed.
Exactly what did you leave there?
His shirt, tie, jacket, badge, his wand that he uses normally since he's now using a herb to be part of the the charade.
If anything, of all those things, you know you can get your badge back at Waterdeep. It's a magical badge that can be resummoned back to basically the inspector of your branch. But all your clothes and your wand, that will still be at the farm. Mind you, clothes and a wand, not exactly that hard to replace. Your badge,
No, at this point, Benedict is wanting to take them straight to Waterdeep.
yeah, you can
He's
get your
unsure
badge
about-
back. It's a
He's
magical
unsure
badge.
about the. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
That's mostly all I'm saying. That your badge is magical and it can be summoned back to the inspector.
Yeah,
I'll give you stats about your badge later. It actually has
Gotcha.
stats.
woo. But yeah, no, Benedict was pretty much asking, are you coming with me? Are you going to do this whole plane stuff now? That's
We can't.
Benedict's question.
Well, we have to kind of deal with that giant flower first. If we don't, it's basically the death of the Desert Valley and a lot more.
Giant
Yeah.
flower?
that's a giant
All right,
corpse
so
flower.
you know the Earth Cult.
Yes.
Yeah, they kind of tricked the Water Cult, and the Water Cult basically create a giant corpse flower.
Yeah, there's a giant corpse flower sprouting out of
River
a,
Guard Cape.
Yeah.
We need something called like Tinder Strike or something from the fire plane.
Well,
And I will.
my oath binds me to pursue the greater evils, so I will leave the interrogation in the capable hands of the Waterdeep Bureau, and I will assist you in your quest.
All right, fun.
The leader of the water cult. It's like I won't fully remove it, but I will take just like kind of like have the head of the trident poking out of my handy haversack.
Oh yeah, we also got the trident drown from the leader as well.
Yeah, he said that this is the only thing that will stop the leader of the fire cultists, so that we can get Tinder Strike to stop the plant.
Adam, I will say that you know about this trident and that it's a very unholy relic.
I've been made aware of its true nature, and we're going to try and figure out a way to adjust it.
I will assist you, provided that we can find a way to destroy the artifact. Or at the very least, nullify it.
Can I suggest to Benedict to conduct his interrogation here?
Benedict is, with what he's been through, he's not willing to make a compromise on this one. He also he'll also add that he can give more detail on the whole situation to the Bureau of Investigation, so they can then start actually know who's causing what, being the cultists, and what to look out for then. In another sense, that would make you guys have a bit more of a good reputation in Waterdeep.
Okay. So even a persuasion roll won't even convince you to conduct your interrogation here, then afterwards you take them back to Waterdeep?
Alas, Benedict was only a guest character, and his time has come.
Oh well.
Oh, well.
Benedict is actually going to give Norfinas a firm handshake.
Yeah, again,
If
sorry
Norfinas
about...
will allow it.
Again, sorry about Chandri. We didn't know the exorcism worked that way. But...
It's alright. You get her back for me, and I'll call it even.
Yep, by the
Out
time...
of character, this was just making sure I didn't kill her in case Barry ever came back and played with us.
Yeah. God, that's going to be a bit awkward.
Well, I will say, he said that if she does come back, she probably wouldn't bring back Chandri, just due to the nature of the departure.
Yeah.
Well,
So she will rot and
It is a way that if she so desires, she can bring back Chandri. But
this will be her third character if that's the case.
I mean,
I don't think she liked any of the characters that we've played.
well, this is a matter of she's very RP focused, and
We're kind of RP.
Well, we're not
Well, it's
going
a
on
matter of-
tangents.
yeah.
but
Everybody looks
Yeah,
at Dongo.
Benedict gives Norfinas a firm handshake. He kind of does the Miles hand on shoulder to Pride and just goes, "Don't be an idiot." And he just
No
gives
promises.
a silent look to a Groc that is just like, "I'm sorry," but also kind of a goodbye at the same time. And then to Dynn, he just looks at him. "You're going to die one day, kobold." And then walks out.
You have that Fast and the Furious song playing in the background. You know, the one where you see Vin Diesel and Paul Walker go different paths down the road.
And so begins Benedict's week-long march down to Waterdeep.
He's pulling a cart too. God.
He is pushing. No, he's not pulling. He is pushing a shopping cart.
Full on
Fantastic.
a shopping cart. It's one of the few relics that survived Earth.
Fantastic.
All right,
At least you
I
can
look
ride it
like
down
a-
a hill.
all right. So
He will probably make that trip less of a hassle
Wait a
by
minute,
making
wait a minute,
himself
wait a minute.
big.
He took. Wait, you let him take my shopping cart? I thought we had another. I thought we still had that cheap wagon from before.
That got hijacked!
it's on loan.
That got stolen.
I wouldn't
The
let him
shopping
take
cart's
my
on
shopping
loan,
cart. That's my
I
shopping
gave
cart.
He gave you
I
a
gave
platinum!
like,
He
I
gave you
gave-
60
yeah.
platinum
I
for it.
don't give a fuck about money. That's my shopping
"Oh,
cart.
fine, I'll take the money now. I'll just take the cart." This is
Besides,
official
Pride already
government
said,
business.
just take it. It'll be on
You
the road.
already took my gun. Fuck you.
No, we've because you've been outvoted, dude. The other said that he can take it.
Besides,
We got the
That's
wagon.
my property.
you haven't been paying attention.
No, it's not our fault
No,
that
I
you
think I
weren't paying.
actually muted myself without meaning to.
It's not our fault that you weren't paying attention.
I was paying attention. You just said cart, and I thought you meant that we still had a cheap wagon in the back or something.
No.
I
said
even made sure to
wagon.
ping the shopping
Yeah,
cart.
he the shopping
He
cart.
did.
We
I got the footage.
I was on Discord the whole time listening. I didn't see the thing. I was muted for some reason.
Oh god.
Well, he's taking the shopping cart, dude.
Look, Dynn, this is a town known for making wagons. You could probably convince them to make you a shopping cart.
Plus, we got a
That was
wagon.
the one that came with Brecky.
Or-
That's sentimental.
Or, we can always get it back when we go to
Yeah,
Waterdeep.
Along
Or
with
you
your
you
gun.
could always find out if your wagon has been made after all this
That
time.
too.
I still wanted to keep the shopping cart.
Oh my god.
And then,
Yeah.
Alright, look.
and then
I'm sorry. I don't
It's
mean
gone.
to be. I don't want to be annoying. I don't mean to be annoying with it, but that's my shopping cart. That came
is
with
gone.
Brecky.
It is gone.
I rolled 5d4
gone
for
for
my
now.
starting money. I got 12. Is that enough to get a? Is that enough to get a wagon?
It's 30 gold. You're halfway there. But these guys have already paid and commissioned a custom cart, which is basically a houseboat.
Alright, look. Dynn,
Alright.
guys, look, let's
Just
look.
go
Let's just
the
get to
wagon.
what we're gonna be doing. I want to
Let's-
stop by Hammer and Soul's place, though.
At this point, it's just Hammer, because Saw was one of the believers.
No. By the way, specifically, which one did Pride work under as a carpenter?
Oh, you
Wait, what's
kind
this?
of under both.
You know what?
No.
Dynn is just not going to join everyone for this. He is going to be staying in his own
No.
place. He's just going to be staying in his place for a
Oh
while.
no.
No.
What happened? What are you
Look
talking
at
about?
No.
look at roll 20 chat.
if you go outside, you see the familiar form of Dimble Bafflestone. Just
No,
like, what
Pride
the
just used the fucking
Is Dimble
voice
in
to
here?
fucking run and jump over the fucking camera.
Quick, exercise him.
Did someone say exorcism?
Hey, so what now?
Oh shit! Get down, Weasel! Go get him!
No, I can't find him.
Natural
I
one.
can't get him.
Can I see if I find him and help him out?
It wouldn't make a difference. I still got a 2 on the other end.
Rise again, the Weasel to go get him.
I'm gonna go athletics too and see if I can get to him first, so that way I can help. So that way I can help him get away from the others.
Oh yeah,
No.
there's probably
Damn
more
it,
athletic
it's a
to
two.
jump over.
Wait, what the hell are we doing?
We're trying to get.
I think
There we
they're
go.
trying to tap.
Pride just fucking
Dimble.
slides over the fucking
Yeah.
counter like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
Get Dimble. Get
Dimble
Dimble.
walks into
Can I
the
use
tavern.
acrobatics for this?
Dimble, quick! Inflict wounds on the dog man.
Benedict already left.
We can still
Weasel,
catch him.
get
Let
him.
me ride on Brecky.
Weasel, get him!
All right, now athletics to restrain 10, apparently.
And so we say goodbye to Benedict, but we welcome once again Dimble,
So wait, this is actually planned?
who came riding in on Bill.
Yes! yes!
You just
Wait,
see
Adam.
Bill is
Wait,
just
did
a
he actually, though?
patchwork of parts.
Bill
How?
is a hippogriff that he very, 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 very much wanted to make a pet back in the
So, wait.
airplane.
I
So
made
wait.
a joke.
So wait, what does Bill look like in the water plane?
Fucking zombie hippogriff. It looks like Frankenstein made a hippogriff.
Alright,
I-
so, Dimble,
I
what the
blame all
fuck
of-
are you doing here?
Well, you know what? I was gonna ask you guys the same thing because I was just minding my own fucking business, and then the ground opened up below me. Then that fucking Aokoka guy, the Budman's like, "Oh, whoops, here you go." And then all of a second, I almost died because I jowled.
Wait, you got
Alright,
sent
so
here by
here's a question.
accident?
Exorcism.
So Dimble, we're gonna do a thing.
Oh yeah, Pride
We
still
need
has
you
the
to
stone.
trust me.
I feel as though there's some history here,
Pride's
which I am
throwing
not
the
privy
stone
to.
at Dimble.
I'll tell you about Dimble's story tomorrow. I wasn't exactly prepared for Dimble to come back tonight until Messy said,
I just made that a. They were just. They were reacting so much to it. I just went with it. I'm sorry.
Wait, so is
Great.
Dimble actually back?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna be using
Pride's
Dimble
chucking
for.
the stone at Dimble. What do I roll?
Wait,
Dex,
Oh, would it be real? Oh, no.
you throw it and like just plink, plink, plinks to the ground.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is that?
run for the stone.
No, I get it.
Hey, no, we have to roll for that.
Do I
Dex
have
off.
Any...
Oh, Dex
Hold
off.
on.
Well,
Yeah.
athletics or acrobatics.
Fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
well-
okay,
Fine,
acrobatics.
whatever works.
Hmm.
16.
No.
No,
26.
26.
Oh, come on, you already rolled the athletics though.
No, but then he said,
After that was before.
Athletics or acrobatics. The athletics was
that-
to try and get the thing.
No, that was before or Ghost gave the option.
Oh,
Yeah.
then
I'm
gonna
gonna
roll-
give it to Din. I'm gonna give it to Din. Din
He
got
needs
it.
to win.
yeah.
Din needs a win. We pick on him a lot, but Din needs a win.
I'm gonna be honest. Dynn needs a moment to cuss out at everyone in this series at least once, because he does
And-
not get anything.
Just wait until do that to Groc and you're not training ever again. I'm gonna go and say that.
Hey Adam, in this game, Din is our Zav basically.
I don't understand the reference.
It's an
but okay.
inside
Of course you
joke.
would. It's an
It's-
inside joke. So
it's
basically,
something
what
from
it
the
is
other
I
game
gotta
that
cut him a
we've
little slack a bit because we give Zev a hard time at our game.
Like I'm actually like I am serious. Like Dynn really needs one moment to just kind of like yell at everyone for all the crap he gets on this thing at least once.
Just drink your
Alright.
soup.
Then do
Again,
it.
when you do it, choose your words carefully.
Yes, choose them.
Dimble prepares inflict wound. He does
I don't
not.
have anything for Dimble. He wasn't here at all for any moments to cause Dynn grief.
If anything, Dimble and Din were friends.
Yeah. Dimble and Dynn shared their love of destruction.
Jeez, no,
Din is
I
not
just
that
asked you some.
bloodthirsty and you-
I just asked you like some simple questions about the backstory stuff because I, out of character, didn't watch any of the videos and wanted to know this.
Mm-hmm.
What bloodlust brotherhood are you talking?
Yeah, that
We
was
both
not.
we fist bumped after you exploded the manticore.
I don't remember that happening.
I set it up and you responded with it.
Anyway,
I want.
Alright, let's just
Been off the rails so fast.
continue. Perform the exorcism.
Okay, and I'm just going to Dimble, just hold on a second, and I'm just gonna tap Dimble on the head with the stone.
I want to insight this. I have a physical character sheet right next to me.
oh no.
I have a +6 to
Fine.
insight.
Oh shit.
It's Dimble, we have to do this or else there can be trouble. Can you just trust us on this?
That may
Let me
not be
think.
up to
Fuck
him.
no. I
You
got
got
a
a
9.
you got a 15 then? Oh, you got a 9. Okay,
I
do I
got
have
a
to
9.
roll anything?
Persuasion, I
Persuasion?
guess.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
persuasion.
But Dimble,
Good thing is I
but,
have +4 to that.
but once you said, "You gotta trust me on this," Dimble's response was,
Fuck.
"Yeah, fuck that," and just steps back. I want indeed explanation, not coming from Dynn.
Why not from me? You hate the others. They call
I
you
never-
fat.
I didn't say any do
None of
anything
us
bad
did.
to him.
That's
Yeah,
all, that's all out of character.
That jokes are out of character.
Who
Yeah.
were they?
You were the
Yeah.
one that Dimble talked the most to.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he thinks you're the smartest.
Can I make a gesture to Din to throw me the stone? Like,
Or just have it. I don't care anymore.
well, no, because he's looking at you and
There, Adam. I posted in the Discord what the stone looks like.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
it looks like-
someone-
wow, that's actually bigger than what I thought. It was.
Someone
Mhm.
explain this shit to me.
Okay.
You might be possessed by an evil god.
Yes.
Type
Okay.
thing.
Cool. What will that stone do to me?
It
This will
will.
tell
Probably
you.
purify you.
This will
Yep.
send you to This will send you to the god that's helping us out to defeat the evil god, and
And
he'll
that
tell you the
god
whole
is
story.
called...
Paylor.
Ryan
Paylor.
Reynolds.
Okay, I will.
Produce a
I will
similar
roll
stone.
a religion. I will roll a religion check to see what I know on Pela.
You roll a natural 20, and then you're like, oh, I've watched Deadpool.
No, that specifically what does religion
But
use?
that is a +3 to religion.
I'm a paladin of Paylor. Can I just tell him what it is?
I got a 15.
Believe us, I'm guessing.
I will let Adam's character go on to describe that, seeing he is a paladin of Taylor.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
okay,
that's
fair
true.
enough.
Just don't know shit about.
Except that he's gonna be the
Dongo,
new
you're-
Detective Pikachu.
Yep.
Am I doing something?
Yes, there's a lot of background, kind of.
I don't
No,
know
that
why
might be
they do
Adam
that.
this time. He's got the same
Oh.
microphone, basically.
I produce a similar rainbow stone, and I say, these items are blessed by Paylor, my patron. They will purify you.
Okay, Ghost.
Yeah.
We talked about this at one point. Does any of this sound remotely familiar to Dimble?
No, you're from the Beastlands. As
Yeah,
far
I
as you
know
know,
that,
the
but-
lion is the king.
No, I know, but at one point, Dimble being from a old temple of Paylor and whatnot, when you were explaining to me the whole Dark Lord Stephen thing and the Paylor thing when I asked.
Oh,
That's
you
why
said
I'm
that?
asking.
I guess I forgot. For convenience sake, yeah, okay. See, here's what it was. Basically, with what Red Larch is, Dark Lord Stephen pretty much found Red Larch. Paylor explained that he had made basically holy cities throughout all the plains as holy warriors, and Red Larch was the holy city for the water plane. But unfortunately, Dark Lord Stephen got control of it, and Paylor was not able to do anything pretty much to step in and, you know, explain what was going on or properly train you guys or just whatever. And so basically, you guys were the only ones that were kind of ignorant or in the dark about this. But, you know, you get like Adam and you get Messy, who pretty much already know what's going on.
Dimble is like not the same Dimble you where old Dimble was somewhat polite. This Dimble has seen shit and stopped caring about being polite. Okay, you know what? Fucking fine. He takes off his glove and rolls up his sleeve. Do it.
All right, I'm gonna use the gem on I'm gonna use the gem on Dimble.
I very quickly just maybe we should let the person who knows how to do this.
The paladin.
Last
We're all
time,
told how to do this.
No,
That
We're all
was
told how to do this, though.
no. Last time we did
Well,
it,
we weren't.
Chandri. No, last time we did it, Chandri vanished into the ether. Maybe this guy knows how to not make them vanish.
plus I almost lost the stone, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna defer to the.
Okay, fine.
Are they
Hathor
supposed to
with
disappear? Sorry.
Hathor with his own stone slowly reaches out and places the stone against Messy's head. Dimble's head. Dimble, are you doing anything at this point?
Dimble's letting it happen.
As Dimble lets this happen, there's a little bit of a flash. Not so much coming from Dimble, but from the stone that you guys are already holding on to.
Alright.
Okay.
Both your guys' stones begin to glow a bit. Who has the stone right now? Dynn, do you still currently have the
Dynn
stone?
still has it.
Yeah.
Dynn, you kind of feel the stone get a little bit lighter. I'm not saying it's like pulling you up or lifting you up, but the stone is definitely getting lighter.
It's like when you take apples out of a bucket.
No, I know what you mean.
It kind of sort of even starts lifting a bit. Do you continue holding on to it? Do you like let it freely start to float?
I'm gonna keep holding on to it.
Okay. As you keep holding on to it, there is, as both the rainbow stones begin to flash, there is one bright flash altogether, and it ends. Dimble is the same,
Huh.
Bitchin'.
but your guys' stone kind of feels different. Dynn, I don't fucking know what to make Dynn roll. Dynn, roll me a religion check. I think that's the most appropriate one.
Just to see like what happened to the stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
17.
good. That's pretty good.
Oh god, thank god it's not with disadvantage. Thank god.
Oh, that natural 0.
You
What
kind
does
of
this
just
stone even do?
Actually, that's an intelligence check, isn't it?
Yeah.
I purposely chose religion in this time in this reason.
I
Uh,
could actually make Dynn take disadvantage on that.
Don't.
Fucking come
Don't.
on.
Let him
Just
have the
don't.
win.
I'm not.
Yeah,
Let him have the
not.
win.
That would be
he
too
just
much
said
of an
he
asshole
could.
move.
He never said that he was going to.
Din, you just kind of instinctually know. Like it's not like visibly different. You just kind of you feel it in your soul, in your core, that this stone has been attuned to the plane of fire as it synchronized with Hathor stone.
All right. I'll just look at the others and just
You just know.
plane of fire now.
Poof.
Well, that's convenient.
We all just turn towards the camera.
Wow. How convenient. How very convenient.
Someone has
Actually-
a belt on.
If this would be a Dragon Quest, you'd probably hear the whole.
I've never played a Dragon Quest
Me
game, so
neither.
I
I've
have
played
They're
a little
all
bit-
the
I've played some
fucking
Dragon
same.
Quest.
Thought so.
Anyway.
I've played some Dragon Quest. They're fun.
All
all
right, so
fun.
we can get to the fire plane then.
I will say, I suggest that we go
Get our wagon.
get our wagon
Actually, we should
and
not bring that with us. To the
Thank
No.
God, I would have burnt it to a crisp.
We waited 29 episodes. We're never gonna see this wagon.
No,
Nope,
we're not
no,
gonna
we're
bring
not.
the fucking wagon to the plane where it
No.
will burn.
We could take it to
fucking
Mechanos.
burnt it to a goddamn crisp.
We can take
I
it
want-
to Mechanos, not to the fire plane though.
We
I
could get.
suggest it just stays here. It's safe here.
I feel like if we did take the wagon with us and then it burns up, Din will try
When
to
the
kill
fuck-
everyone.
When the
Didn't will
fuck did you get a wagon?
They still haven't. It's been a fucking
right, look,
year just
guys.
about.
Guys, look, let's go do what we have to in town. Stock up a bit, then we'll go.
Can we still see if the
I've been-
wagon's finished?
I've been trying to say stuff.
I'll do that.
Sorry,
first.
sorry.
Yeah.
Do that first.
I want to go back to Mechanos at some point before
Yes.
we go.
Same.
Same.
Because I like very quickly just like ignite my mask. This ain't gonna work in the plane of fire.
Yeah.
And we still need
I'll be
some.
honest. I also want to get another magical weapon. I have
And-
plans for my gain, but it'll take a while.
You
And-
basically have to go back to the airplane first and
Yeah.
talk to the Aarakocra Elder.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Ren, you were saying something?
I was gonna say, plus we also need something to help us with plane shifting.
Well, you got the stone that'll get you pretty much all your previous locations. Paler made it that you can just teleport back to the airplane.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but we still can't get to, like, say, to the Earth plane or that sort of thing, you know what I mean?
Well, you get to the fire plane at least in this respect, and you know at least a person that has the dimension keys.
I mean,
Hmm.
it's not like we could just mug him or anything.
Please don't.
Nope, I'm not gonna mug the. We're
I'm
not gonna mug
just
the fucking
saying.
elder this time.
You know what? We'll try and get our own dimension keys. How about that?
I only
We'll just ask the guy if he can let us use his for us. We'll just ask the guy if he can use his for a second to bring us to Mechanos, and then we'll get our own eventually.
I mean, what we can always do, we can see if there's a waypoint in Mechanos first.
All right, guys, we're talking over Adam.
Sorry.
I was just kind of confused at first when you guys were airplane. I didn't know you meant plane of air. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
We've been to
elemental
the
plane
there
of air.
before.
I thought you guys were flying around in an airplane or something.
No.
Sorry.
No, they met on the elemental plane of air.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to
See, what it was is the mayor of this town, who is this dude right here, he tasked them to go and check out what was up with these bandits that were near Bargerite, which is kind of like a tavern, tiny tavern town south of town. Well, east of town, because bandits have been like sieging supplies and other carts along the way. As they went down there, as it turns out, these were actually air cultists that were seizing these supplies and taking it for themselves. And so they, just before they engaged with these air cultists, they tried to take the back route, and that's when the giant toad killed Pride. And so they had to quickly flee. Then going back for round 2 with Ghost Pride, I made him a ghost. They went back, they fought these air cultists, and their leader made an appearance. And assuming they were dead or would die, she plane shifted all of them, cultists and all, to the plane of air. And that's where they more or less did stuff. They made their way to these ruins. They set a forest on fire with a cupcake.
How'd they do that?
They then made their way to the Aarakocra village. At the Aarakocra village, they found there was a bloody massacre as a manticore had gone in there and started killing a bunch of the villagers.
Plus sky bears.
And sky bears, right. They were able to get into the weakened defenses because the air cultists had kidnapped or abducted many of the villagers to work in the mines up on top of the giant spire. Having defeated the manticore, which Dimble used inflict wounds and made the fucking thing explode.
It was a nat 20.
Fun.
We still have those manticore thorns as well, like spikes.
I want them.
After making the manticore explode, the village elder and the rest of the survivors came out, thanked them profusely, but tasked them with one final job to free the villagers from the dungeon up at the top of the spire of the floating continent that they were on. Having gone up there, they fought their way through 2 areas. That is where Dimble saw Bill, a hippogriff, because these air cultists, they were using like giant vultures and hippogriffs to fly around and do stuff, because you gotta fly in the air and the plane.
Yeah, they ride them.
Yeah.
I made a goof animal handling and it worked.
Well, I kind of killed Bill because I was like, nope, I don't care what the fuck you rolled, no one's getting pets. But then it kind of got.
Okay, I was joking with that.
I know, but everyone, it became a running joke after a while, and then after a while, I was like, I think I can end this running joke by bringing him back. Oh, I also said that I think Brecky ate Bill.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
But
he's riding on flying shit.
Didn't I know?
On flying shark shit.
No, he had a.
I know where you sleep. I have spells that can end you.
Okay.
It's true.
I love characters though.
And then I can bring you back and end you again.
Oh god, he's a necromancer.
I have revivify.
Speaking of necromancer.
Team dynamic here.
Yeah. Lots of goofing around. So while they were in the
functioning team, unless somebody's threatening to kill one another.
I am the
Pretty
DPS
much.
killer.
But I mean,
Hello?
come on. Isn't this what we do with Chad anyways? Chad's the chaotic one. Din's definitely the chaotic one.
Pretty much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm chaotic neutral.
I'm pretty sure at this point, Pride's just neutral.
North's indifferent.
So in the temple that these guys they went to free the Aarakocra, they met up with Renwick, who was a lich. But he was actually not a bad lich. He was just a lich that just, kind of wanted to be left alone. He was in absolutely no way an evil lich.
He was as true neutral as you can get.
Yeah.
Are we done with our session now, or what's going on?
I'm mostly recapping for Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was just wondering about are we done now and now just recapping for him, or what's going on exactly?
I'm good to keep going.
Yeah.
I'm good to keep going for a bit longer.
How are you doing,
I
Adam?
gotta get up early, so I might have to go next half hour or so.
I might have to leave too soon because in like 4.5 hours I've got work.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
I mean, if anything, Dinn's just gonna probably be kind of away from the group for a little bit anyway before we actually do anything else. So if you guys want to get yourselves prepared for anything, I'll probably just get off because Dinn's is still kind of pissed about a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Shopping.
While we're in town, then Adam, was there anything that Hathor wanted to buy at the town's general store?
With his 12 gold.
You could buy
Okay.
rope.
You can ask one of us to spot you some gold.
We'll give
How
him
much
one of the
money-
platinums. Let's just
Hey,
give him one of the
probably
platinums.
Hammers.
Sorry.
Anyway.
I forget how much are those worth.
One
Platinum-
platinum is worth 10 gold.
Yeah,
Really?
That's right.
Huh.
That's right. I forgot about that.
but
I thought it was more.
no, Ghost, how much
Or smile,
money does
accept
would
platinum.
Dimble have?
This act of charity will not go unrewarded.
Mhm.
Because
Part
you
of the
got rid
team.
of my. Because Ghost, you got rid of my sheet, and that had all my money on it.
Did I? Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dimble sheet's gone.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
why I had to make a new one.
Let me see. You should have around maybe 500 gold.
Yeah, I know it's over 400 at least.
Eh,
He wouldn't have anything from
500.
Mechanos because he wasn't with us then. He'd just have whatever he had when he left.
Well,
yeah, we made you leave before Mechanos,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
and that's where these guys get all their big money from.
And as far as so, you want to just estimate around 500 then?
We'll say 350 because it costs you money to
350,
resurrect Bill.
Okay, I do not care if I have Bill or not. Like
You
my
came
whole
in
thing.
on Bill.
You want a hippogriff is a mount.
That doesn't sound. This honestly sounds like something you're pushing on Messy. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
Also, think about it.
Fine.
Wouldn't you want to have a hippogriff pushed onto you as a mount?
Not
Well,
one
An
that.
undead
true,
hippogriff.
But
Not one, and that was had been digested.
An undead hippogriff.
while some people would say yes, think about it this way. Dimble's had shit.
Yeah,
And-
Dimble doesn't care anymore.
Yeah. This
okay,
is a
so
whole.
no bill. Got it.
This is Dimble 2.0.
Got it. No hippogriff. So like 500.
Dimble 2.0, no.
now he
This
knows how to
guy's been
cast
through high
inflict wounds
school
with
and he
2
knows-
hands.
All right. So, the hammers then.
To Hammers, and we're giving Hathor. We're gonna give Hathor 100 gold from Groc's pocket.
No, you can take it from mine. It's fine. I'm not doing anything, so he can take it from mine. If he can just buy me more, buy me ingredients or something, that's fine.
Just gives him a shopping list. Be like, hey, get these two.
Speaking of shopping lists, he's gonna have a hard time going shopping without a cart. Am I right?
Ooh.
Ew.
Anyway, hey hammer.
Okay, there's really no
Been a
need to
while.
put
Yeah,
salt.
let's not.
Okay.
Hey hammer. Been a while.
Who are you again?
Also
Pride.
known as idiot.
Right. Sorry.
Pride just hits Dimble with the cane.
Dimble pokes Pride with his spear.
Roll
Okay.
me an insight check.
Oh, wait, is that everyone or just Pride?
Whoever's
I
there.
think I'm gonna get going now just because I should probably sleep for work and everything.
Okay.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye, Din.
Alright, nice
Yeah,
meeting
don't
you.
go.
Jaden.
Oh, yeah,
23.
You can
guess-
visibly see that Hammer is depressed
I
as
got a 20.
fuck.
I got a 20. I can't
Okay.
see over the counter. I got a 20.
You can hear
I
in
can
his
tell it from his
voice.
voice.
You can just tell from his voice. Ever since Saw left, it just hasn't been the same.
May we aid
We
you,
can
sir.
give you Din.
Hammer looks over to Din.
Oh, God.
You know, I assume they locked him up. They locked all of those people up in Waterdeep, didn't they?
Some.
What's Waterdeep?
No,
Wow.
they snuck away in the night.
Oh, I thought you said that some of them were captured and were sent there while others escaped.
It's
I
not
have a
really
question.
too many.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm. So they just decided to skip
iPad
town
Lesser
then.
Restoration.
Yeah.
Can I use that spell to alleviate someone's depression?
I don't think so. It's not
I don't think
depression.
I
While
wish-
depression may be a
Like-
disease, I don't think it's the disease in this setting.
Yeah.
It's more
not,
like an affliction. An affliction.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you had like a wand of smiles,
I don't think
no.
depression works that way.
Or heroin.
I was just wondering
Heroin.
because lesser restoration
Oh, heroin tea.
mental effects like fear. So
That would have come in real handy last week. With all the fear.
Anyway,
I think in this case it's more the ailments of a broken heart.
Yeah.
See, Hammer's husband was part of a group. Have you ever seen the movie
Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz?
yes.
Okay, so you know how in the town they had like the secret town.
Council.
That's more or less what was happening here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Hammer's husband Saw was one of the counselors in a sense, and they all finally got exposed thanks to these guys.
so
So then
then,
he's dead or in jail.
He's not dead, that's for sure, but he's definitely running or he's in jail. I don't think these guys would know just yet because they kind of left to do their own stuff rather than follow through. Not that I'm saying it's their fault. They just
Yeah.
had way more important stuff to deal with.
If Norfinas asked around, he will probably find out which ones sort of skipped town and which ones were captured. Maybe.
anyway, so got anything new in stock?
You know, I've got this whip that it's got thorns all over it. That if you were to whip someone, it would probably, in terms of D&D, do about a D6 plus a D4 piercing. A thorn whip.
Would that be classified as a simple weapon?
Whips are whips.
I believe they're material.
Which
they're
might
whip
be
simple.
versatile.
No, they're not versatile. That's one hand to two hand.
Okay.
They're finesse, aren't they?
Finesse.
Finesse, that's what I fucking meant. This specific whip, it's a vicious whip, isn't it?
Whip. Oh, whip is only a D4 slashing. Never mind. And it is a martial melee weapon.
Okay, I can't
Yep.
use it.
Yeah,
Oh,
same for
finesse.
Dimble.
Finesse and
I
reach.
could.
Yep.
Finesse and
Dimble
reach.
cannot.
No.
But I'm still saying that this whip has a 1d6 plus 1d4 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Got slashing and piercing.
I'd like to be able to smite people from 10 feet.
I kind of was going for a Belmont feel, by the way.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's actually pretty awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
How much for the whip?
200 gold.
I'll spot you this time.
No worries. Does this guy have rope?
He's a general store. He'll have absolutely everything a general store would have.
Okay, I'm looking for rope, silk preferably, hammer, crowbar, set of manacles.
And I'm going to charge just the absolute book price, which is like pennies, basically.
Yeah, and those ingredients that I was asked to get.
Could probably only afford all this on 1 gold.
I'll
10 at the most.
I'll put down the 200 gold for the whip so Hathor can grab it.
Really? You don't
All right.
have to.
So what was
I
it
got
you
the money.
specifically wanted to get? You want rope, silk rope, rope, silk, 10 gold. Unless you want hemp rope, which is 1 gold.
Silk rope stronger. I'll take that.
Okay, that's 10 gold.
Hammer and crowbar.
We
Hammer.
most of us have
One-
hammers and crowbars, so we can let you borrow.
Okay, never mind. Forget the hammer and crowbar.
Okay.
You got one of the? Anybody got 10-foot poles?
Poles.
We have,
I got.
Ren has, movable rods.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking for probing for traps and stuff like that.
I have a
that's-
spear.
That's what Mage Hand is for.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, fair enough.
We got two
I mean,
people that can
if
use
you
it.
want, a 10-foot pole is literally 5 copper.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll take one. I can use it for pole vaulting.
Exactly. I mean, you know, like with my character
Paladin.
Gaucher, he went nuts and pretty much bought everything from the store, and he uses everything at nauseum.
Hmm.
I'm a paladin, so I might want to arrest people and bring them in for judgment. So
Manacles. Manacles, 2 gold.
Okay.
What about a ladder?
Does anybody have one of those?
I do not.
I got
1 silver.
We don't really need ladders here, though.
Oh yeah, you swim. I forgot.
Yeah.
We might need it in another plane of existence.
true. Plus also, sorry. Plus also the ropes might not support some of our weights depending on what they are.
Yeah, that's why I
True.
wanted to spring for us.
I'm putting it out there. Groc weighs 450 pounds.
I'm only just below that in my full plate. So
That's just Groc normally. Yeah, that is Groc normally.
Yeah, I know. Tortles are swole as hell.
If you want to buy chain, you can buy 10 feet of chain.
Yeah, sure.
That's 5 gold.
Okay.
Did you want to not get the silk rope and instead get 10 feet of chain?
No, I think I'll get them both.
Okay.
And is there a grappling?
Grappling hook, 2 gold.
Okay, ring it up.
Oh, shoot, I thought you were
Technically,
doing that.
Norfinas can actually tie a rope around his immovable rod, and with Mage Hand, I can use that as a grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
I admit-
for me to ask.
Well, sometimes it's helpful because some people can't use Mage Hand.
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay, silk rope.
I just like low tech solutions.
fair enough.
Okay, let's see. 10,
See?
5 copper, manacles, 2. I think 15 gold will do it. And he's giving you a discount.
Much appreciated. And I'm going to take the rest of that gold and... Which of you spotted me for the...
Whip. That was me.
Okay, I'm going to give the rest of the gold to you. So 85 in your bank.
Okay. But actually, I'll tell you to hold on to it.
If you insist.
Yeah, I'm rolling around in cash. I don't. Plus, this is charitable act. So,
Blessings of Paylor upon you.
blessed be Ryan Reynolds.
Why did we call him Ryan Reynolds again?
Because he
I
kept
really
on breaking the fourth wall.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
and then I made the picture.
Blessed be Detective Pikachu.
I believe
Anyway.
his full name is Rhiannon Rin.
Anyway, so Hammer, anything else?
No. It was Saw's job to really bring everything in. I think you guys might be my last customers.
Shit.
By the way, Ghost, which one used magic?
I don't fucking remember. Probably the other guy. It
Oh,
was
God, that fucks me over.
that was a long
Actually,
time
yeah,
ago.
it was the other one.
Was it
It
Saw?
Dingle
was,
feels
uh,
uncomfortable.
Shit.
He does not know this man.
He doesn't know where he is.
Hammer is a hammerhead shark, and Saw is a sawfish. Or was, I guess.
Yeah, they were husband, and they were.
Yeah. They had a pet
And they
shark.
had a shark. And they had a shark dog.
Yes.
Can I make a persuasion roll to try and
Does he still have the shark
Oh,
dog? At
sure.
least?
Okay.
push your hammer up a little bit?
Sure. Roll me a persuasion.
How do I
Does he
do
still
that?
have the shark dog?
No, he took the dog with him.
Oh,
I just remembered
How dare.
something.
What?
Dimble can use Dimble can use further weapons. I took the weapon master feat before his sheet got destroyed. I need to figure out what weapons. I'm sorry. I just got happy about that. I
Well,
don't have to
Before
have a
you
negative
spend
modifier
anything,
on my spell.
Norfinas has an armory in his bag, remember? So,
He does.
I will consult that in a bit. I just need to figure out what weapons.
okay.
Well, Messy, you were there as Benedict to remember what Norfinas got from the armory.
Yeah, no, Benedict knows that. Dimble doesn't. That and I have to pick what for weapons Dimble is proficient in.
Hmm.
Just to
Because
put it out there, also, Hammer is most of the general goods store. You also have the guy that particularly runs the weapon store in town.
Yeah, there is
There is
like
another
a
guy.
blacksmith.
But yeah, with the weapon
You
master
come
sheet,
to
I
Hammer
can.
and Saw mainly for the magical shit.
Or to sell stuff.
That's 18 on persuasion.
Hammer looks at you, kind of smiles, says, "Thanks." Well, he means that sincerely, but he still kind of has that kind of longing in his voice. Hammer and Saw had been together for a while. What I had heavily based Hammer and Saw on from Dragon Ball Z Abridged was Korin and Yajirobe.
Oh,
I ship it.
Well, I know I'm not gonna cure his ills in a sentence. My sympathies are with him.
Hmm.
Well,
Okay.
you're with my friends. That's why I gave you a discount. Thanks. He just kind of like winks at you.
Does
Oh.
he know where the ones that...
Nope.
Nope.
no.
Okay.
Best to keep it that way.
Yes.
They probably skip town in the middle of the night.
Okay. Can I buy a few things?
Yeah. What you need?
I need 1,600 ball bearings.
Oh. Can you come back tomorrow? I might have to get some made.
Sure.
I think I just figured out who's the rogue in the.
Hi.
Hammer. Hammer. Still got that violin.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the violin. Just wait a minute. And Hammer goes back to the back room. You hear a couple things being cluttered and moved and all kinds of stuff. Maybe about 5 minutes pass, and he comes back. Yeah, here. Sorry though, the bow kind of needs to be restrung.
Don't worry about it. I can do that. So, how much was it for the violin again?
You can just have it.
Oh.
Oh. Alright.
Violin, are you a musician, sir?
Yes,
He's
actually.
the bard.
I dabble in the lute myself.
Dimble does his
Right,
best to.
Immediately get to work on restringing the bow and tuning the violin. Let me guess, you want me to roll my string instrument proficiency?
Yep. Not bad. Not bad.
Right, that should not probably be set to charisma, but where
He starts playing. Tiefling went down to barge right.
Yep.
Well, there we go. Barge right is canonically Georgia.
Mm,
You guys ever
I mean,
hear
it makes
the-
sense. We met.
that song, "The Devil Went to Jamaica"?
I don't think I've heard that one.
no.
No.
haven't.
You know, there's actually a
I'll put it in the Discord. It's funny.
there's actually a fucking
Sequel.
another version of or a sequel called "The Devil Goes Up to Michigan."
Oh, well, no, there was
I don't
actually
know
a
that
sequel
I'm
to
not
The Devil
even
Went...
shitting you.
There's actually a sequel to The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Mm.
That's not that one that Roy mentioned.
Oh my goodness.
How much... okay, so... How much were flasks of oil again?
Flasks of oil. Ba-da-ba-da.
Because I'm probably going to have to make a bulk order to pick up tomorrow. In-game.
Mhm.
Actually, no. It's not actually. It's just a parody of it.
Oh.
Figured as much.
But there is actually a sequel to The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Sung by the same guy.
Nice.
Okay, oil. Flask of oil. 1 silver.
Okay, I buy
100.
How much do they weigh?
They are a liter, I think it was.
Oh, shit. What's that in pounds?
Give me one.
It's weird hearing someone not from America ask what a liter translates into pounds.
Well, no, I know what a liter is, but the problem is...
I know, the character sheets put it into pounds.
Yeah.
I just got a kick out of you know,
Yeah.
from a country who does not use the American.
Yeah, like
Oil. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, go.
Go on. Sorry. Holds a pint. Sorry. Which is about 3 cups. So I don't. Oh, how many in pounds? I'm a dummy. It says right there. Flask oil 1 pound.
Okay. Can I get... again, I'll pick this up the same day. I'll pick up the set of ball bearings. Can I get probably about 20 flasks?
20 flasks. Oh, keeping me
Well, that's
busy.
basically what pride looks like too.
Also...
Hathor's
I
going to briefly
need-
ask if you plan to take 20 flasks of oil into the plane of elemental fire.
Yeah,
Well, it's in the
that's
handy
not
haversack,
a
so...
good idea.
All right.
Oh yeah, by the way, I almost forgot. I also need to buy more vials. 10 should be good.
Empty vials or acid vials?
Empty.
I might need...
They are. Each vial is 1 gold each.
Alright, I'll just buy 10.
I'll buy...
10 gold.
I'll also buy... I'll buy 20.
20 vials? I only got 10 left. I'll have to wait before I can get some more brought in.
No problem. I'll pick them up same day.
I'm not gonna buy anything, but I'm just gonna put 2 platinum down, just to, so that, because it sounds like he's gonna need to order a lot more stock and that kind of stuff. So
True.
Also...
just put 2 platinum down just to.
Also, how much are hammers?
1 hammer. If you want to know how much I cost, it's a good time. Cost you dinner.
Aha!
The hammer is 1 gold.
Okay.
Unless you want a sledgehammer, that's 2 gold.
How much does a sledgehammer weigh in pounds?
10.
Okay, I can't do it with that, but... how much does a normal hammer weigh?
I kind of want a sledgehammer.
What about a sledgehammer?
No. Oh, Adam says something.
A regular hammer is 3 pounds.
Ah, oh. Yeah. I'd like to grab 5 hammers, please.
5 hammers? What the hell you need 5 hammers for?
Security.
Very good question.
Yeah, sure. He goes to the back.
Why that many hammers though?
Security.
I'm going to say either he's planning the world's biggest game of whack-a-mole or he's building a trap.
No, he's gonna make a giant piano.
No, it's gonna.
Hey, no, that's Pride's thing.
You gonna have have any of you guys watched iCarly?
Yes.
He's gonna make a fan of hammers.
Not even
Where
close.
one of the
but
characters made a fully functional electric fan, but all of the blades,
Are
instead of blades, it
hammers.
was like it
The
was
hammers
hammers.
fell off.
Well, no, one of them flew off and almost took one of the main characters' heads off.
Jesus.
You're going to pretty much Dead Rising this, where you're just gonna combine a whole bunch of shit to make a bigger weapon, aren't you?
Not really, but it's... I got an idea. Something that I want to
Okay.
buy a Mechanos.
Okay, 5 hammers is gonna cost you 5 gold, and it's gonna be 15 pounds.
Okay, and... Okay, I actually should be writing this down. But, yeah, so... Just double check everything. Sorry. So that's 1,600 ball bearings. 20 vials. 5 hammers.
You know, if you want, I also sell chests. If you want to just, put everything inside of it.
No. It's all good. And I think it was 20 flasks of oil.
Yeah, I can only give you 10 at a time, and you'll have to get 10 tomorrow.
Oh, that's fine. I'll pay for the... And also, can I get some canvas bags?
I want some canvas bags.
They just say Fallout 76 on them.
Oh, so that's probably one.
Oh no, they'll be if the
I mean,
canvas.
it would work
bag-
given our theming of the.
Oh wait, no, it was nylon. They shipped them out.
Yes,
as.
it was
They
nylon.
were supposed to be canvas, and they were
Yes.
nylon.
That was true.
Each bag is 1 copper.
Okay, how much can they carry?
Do. I don't know. Doesn't say. It skips it.
Well, okay. Will it carry 5 hammers?
Let's just say yes.
Okay. So,
Why is your handy haversack full?
No. Even then, I got 2 backpacks, but no, it's just something that I'm working on.
Does Dimble still have his handy haversack?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I'll say 3 canvas sacks, please.
Cool. That's 3 copper or 3 silver, whatever.
Okay.
Sacks. And each bag, each sack is half a pound.
Okay. Let's see. Anything else that I need? No, I think that's about it. Okay, so what's the total?
I've not really been keeping tab. I'm just going to say it's going to cost you 5 gold.
Okay, 5 gold.
I was just listing you the price, and I thought you were keeping track.
Oh, sorry. I was keeping track of everything else. But...
Don't have a cash register here to start punching things in.
Alright, so I have to pick up the ball bearings tomorrow. I have to pick up 10 flasks of oil tomorrow, and that's about it.
Yep.
Okay.
Dimble will ask if he has 2 hand axes, or if anyone in the party has 2 spare hand axes.
I have 2 hand axes, but not. Well, actually, I don't use my hand axes. So.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
Yeah, though simple weapons, which Dimble is proficient in, and I'm taking the 2-weapon fighting.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So
I will
Dimble
give
can
Dimble my
actually-
hand axes. I never use them.
Alright. Dimble, one of the few moments Groc is Dimble aren't mad at each other. Dimble is thankful. So let's see.
It'd be 1d6 slashing.
Yep, and I have 2 of them to use at the same time.
Because as a fighter, like one of my options for starting equipment is 2 hand axes.
Yep.
But I have, I've got my swords that I use. So.
Okay.
Anything else? You guys, did you want to go off to
The wagon place? Or the weapon shop?
Yeah, the weapon shop.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
We'll take a look.
I mean, Dimble has his weapons that he wanted.
Yeah.
I'll
And he
also,
had to pay it.
I'll also tell Dimple that I have weapons if he wants to use them.
Okay, cool. There's only a short amount that I can actually use properly.
Okay. I say that I got 20 spears, 10 short swords, 5 scimitars, 3 light crossbows, 8 shields, and 15 suits of leather armor.
That's a lot of shit to sell.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm doing that in Mechanus, so...
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I've got a spear and a glaive that are gonna.
I have an extra spear that Dimble would no longer be using.
Right.
Because that was the only
Right, it's
weapon I
themed
remembered.
parts.
I also say this to Hathor as well if he wants anything.
1 second.
Blacksmith doesn't have any magical weapons, does he?
Haxor
Unlikely.
is saying that you could either take the gold equivalent of all that stuff you are trying to sell, or he will trade it all to you for mithril armor.
I can't wear armor.
Mithril is a light, flexible metal. A mithril chain shirt or breastplate can be worn under normal clothes if the armor normally imposes disadvantage on dexterity
its
stealth
stats?
checks.
That's not gonna work on me.
Basically, all it is saying that if you wear armor that would naturally cause you disadvantage on stealth checks, it negates the disadvantage or the disadvantage on stealth.
Does splint armor add disadvantage on stealth?
I wouldn't
Yes.
think so. Does it?
Splint. I got
Splint
the page.
does. It's heavy.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, that's true.
This deal intrigues Dimble. I see wears heavy armor.
Yeah. If you were to put this on, it would negate the disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, I can't wear mail armor.
Dimble. Dimble's just like, so how much would that cost me? As he's looking up at said person selling it.
Gotta make up a price. Let me see if the book says anything about recommending prices for uncommon items.
Book's always a bit hazy on that stuff.
I know it is. I really wish it would just make up a
It
price.
makes sense. It makes sense for it to have that. But at the same time, it also makes sense. Some DMs have magic heavy world where magic items would cost less, and others would have.
It's just mithril version of it.
What?
Mithril armor is still separate. It's that armor without the drawbacks.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the stats are identical otherwise.
Yeah.
So if you could have like mithril plate, the stats would
Yep.
be the same. You just wouldn't take stealth disadvantage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That in this case, magically, you put it on underneath your armor, it would be the same, but you wouldn't have to do that. So, for all intents and purposes.
Oh, I can't. I otherwise wouldn't be able to use it then.
Yeah, can't use it.
I literally cannot wear armor, so
So the only 2, possibly 3 people who could use is Dimble, Dynn, and new guy.
And Hathor, yeah, that's him.
No need.
Let's see. Got a mariner's breastplate here. That while wearing this armor, you have a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. In addition, your turn underwater with 0 hit points, the armor causes you to float 60 feet up to the surface, so you're not drowning.
So I feel like that's pretty useless in the elemental plane of water.
Yeah, it was a joke.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Here's
Does,
a question.
does it allow me to
Elemental
swim
plane
through
of fire.
lava?
No.
All right, here's a question. How much would it cost for you to improve upon my cane sword as well as desilver it?
Silver, that would take about a day for me to, get the materials, melt it down, just pretty much give it a silver coating and let it cool and heat temper it.
What about improving it?
Proving it, giving it like a +1.
Yeah.
Cost, I don't know, 650 gold.
All right, that's too expensive for me.
We can go to Mechanos, and I don't say this out loud, but it's like we can go to Mechanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Where's that?
Oh boy.
A very unusual
Place. You
place,
probably are.
Oh, you mean-
but one unaware, and like I
Dimble kind of just has his hands, like 2 fingers on his lips. From your choice of words, I'm gonna guess it's a different plane of existence.
Yes.
All right, cool. Oh yeah, I'll do that later.
What about a hand crossbow of warning? This magic weapon warns you
go.
of danger, while the
I'm back.
weapon. Oh, sorry. What? You're back?
I accidentally hit the power button on my computer.
Oh, that'll do it.
I'm still getting used to this thing.
You haven't really missed anything.
I-
I'm suggesting magic items, and I keep saying no.
Well,
No.
I just wanted it to show. Like, I just kind of pop open my my lightning katana and just it kind of like crackles with.
Wait, what are you doing?
Whoa, that's pretty. Where'd you get that?
Far away.
It's
Actually, we got it from the Knights of Samilar over at Summit Hall.
Roll deception.
yeah, that's a
That's
big
a
fat lie.
deception.
Yeah.
that is a lie.
Now,
And you
when
think
talking,
it's gonna be bad?
Yeah,
That's a 7.
now when talking about that crossbow warning, does it warn us when it's like at the beginning of the day? It'll be like you'll be in danger. That type
No.
of warning.
I think it just
Here.
means that you can't be surprised.
Let me read this out for you.
yes.
This
I
magic.
was making a joke. There was the thing I saw where some DMs took the
Puffin
Failing.
Forest. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that from Puffin Forest. This magic weapon warns you of danger. While the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative roll. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range if any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins. So basically, if you're asleep, it has like the alarm spell, and if you're being ambushed, it'll let you know to wake up.
Huh, that actually
Cool.
would be useful.
Yeah.
I'll pitch in for it.
Ammunition. You can use a weapon that has the ammunition property to make a ranged attack, only if you have the initiative to fire from the weapon.
No, if I remember correctly, Dimble can
I
use
think so.
hand crossbows.
Same.
Second eye.
Fuck it, I'll buy it.
But it says at the end of battle, you can recover half of the expended ammunition.
That's good.
Alright, how much for it?
He's offering as a trade for all the stuff you guys have been giving him from the armory. You guys have pretty much been saying no to everything else. That you gave him a shitload of gold. Do you think he has that much gold to give all at once?
I mean,
I want to try and
I
appraise
still want-
this crossbow. See if it's actually worth this small
I still
armory
kind of
we're
want
selling.
that. That'd be a added
To be
bonus.
fair, we can get some of this stuff on Mechanus.
Yep.
Oh, if that's
Yeah.
possible, just take me there and
Hathor says that we should support local businesses.
yeah. Well, if that's the case, we have to be trading berries and nuts to animals.
Well,
And let me
right
tell you,
too,
scrolls
to support
are
local
fucking
businesses.
greedy.
Especially seeing how we kind of fucked over the town.
Squirrels
Yeah.
will shank you if you don't.
Support local businesses.
No,
So
you think I'm
are we
joking about this?
agreed on the
No,
hand
they
crossbow?
will.
He also pulls out a secondary item. This is my last offer. Pride, you recognize this because it is a tan bag of tricks.
Deal.
What?
Want it. I want it.
No, hang
Dimble
on.
raises his hand. That somewhat
That and the
taps the counter.
crossbow, though. That
Yeah.
and the crossbow.
Yeah.
I take Pride over. Away from this. Pride. We need
Yeah.
the small armory, which I went through hell to get, is supposed to get us stuff from Mechanos. To get us stuff to allow us to
Then why are
plane
you
ship.
trying to sell it to him?
I wasn't trying to sell it to him. I was trying to sell it to Hathor. I was trying to see if Hathor wanted stuff.
Oh.
While you guys are talking, a baboon appears, and it's just
Well,
kind of like, oh,
regardless,
ee,
I will still buy that bag from you.
Fuck you. I owe you. That was a fair trade. I gave you all the berries I had. The firstborn child is mine.
Actually, you know what? Hey, Dynn. Or, not Dynn.
Dimple.
Dimble. You want that bag too?
Kind of.
You see Pride just pull out a deck of cards?
Oh my
Alright
god.
then, let's play for it.
it's not a deck of many things. Don't worry.
I know
It's a
that.
deck of cards, just a normal deck of cards.
You could just flip a coin.
Okay, I'll.
That'd be easier.
Yeah, but this is funner. This is more fun.
I grab Pride by the horn and just drag him out.
Okay,
Fuck
how
you,
much for
I
the
will
bag?
pay for this.
Charge it to the red person's account.
You see, Pride just screams "fuck you" outside.
Okay.
How much for the brown tan bag of tricks?
Oh, you want to buy it?
Yeah.
That's also gonna cost about $6.50.
You hear Pride just scream, "Okay, never mind then."
Yeah.
These are magic items.
I know.
Not
Yeah.
like
The whole.
Can
Well-
we get down to half and I just owe you? Oh, can we bring it down to 350 and I kind of owe you the 300?
I'm still inside the shop. Dimple.
Haxar kind of leans forward and taps a sign on the desk saying, "No IOUs."
I want to do.
Okay,
a quick
okay, that's
insight
fair,
roll
that's
to see
fair.
if he's
The scrolls
overcharging
had
Sorry, what do you want to do, Adam?
us. Insight roll, see if he's overcharging us.
Oh, he is
Sure.
overcharging us.
Will we really
Russ
know? because
specifically
it's
knows how much that is worth.
21.
21 insight.
You get the impression that he's just making up prices as he goes along.
fair. The scrolls had the same policy. So let's just bargain. Okay, I'm sure we can work out a price. I give you a kidney, you give me the bag. The kidney may not be mine, but it's still a kidney.
I believe what my companion is trying to say is that sometimes favors for favors.
Actually,
Yeah,
I turned to
like
Pride.
if you want to date with Pride, I can probably knock him out and you can do whatever with him.
I turned to Pride. Pride.
Yeah.
Too
Remember
soon.
those jets?
Do I still
Oh,
have
yeah.
one of those?
No, I got gems.
By
Oh, yeah.
jets, we mean stone, not airplane again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have my jet-like gem.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we have a lot of gems though.
I'm sure Dimble did too until Ghost got rid of them all. I would probably have enough money
Okay.
to cover
Oh.
this, but now I don't.
Like, I got the
Alright.
value of my ones that I
So-
have.
What?
Mhm.
All right. What kind of gem do you want me to try and give him?
We can either use Jaspers or these blue gems.
How much are Jaspers worth?
Jaspers are 70 each, roughly.
All right.
And the blue gems are
give me
15
two
each.
Jaspers. Give me 2 Jaspers and one of the blue.
Okay. I pass it over to him and just I'll pass it over to him and give him the nod.
All right. I will cast Thaumaturgy to make them even more shiny. All right. Well, you take these in exchange.
You know, I had those last gems that you gave me appraised.
We didn't give them gems.
Who'd you give the gems to? Did you give that to Hammer and Saw?
No, we gave them to the
No.
dwarves.
The dwarves who made our wagon. Who were making our wagon.
Okay, either way then, I am recording that saying, you know, they came to me saying about these gems that you traded them. Tell you what.
I just fucking books it out of the store.
I can give you his kidney.
Tell you what, I will cut you guys a much better deal. You guys, you will have, but I know characters you wouldn't have, but or players you wouldn't have, characters you would have. The runes of the old hunting axe hall off to. This is on the map page.
Oh yeah, that was the thing.
If you guys go and check out the halls of the hunting axe, I hear there's a great treasure there. Bring me the treasure. Oh, there it is. It's right above Summit Hall on the maps page of Desserin. Between Bellard. Yep, it's a side quest. If you go on a side quest, he'll give you some really nice armor and weapons.
Wait,
Armor
I
I
can
can't
now
use
and
and
take
weapons he
stuff.
doesn't. Armor I can't wear and weapons I don't want to use.
wait.
But your
Dimble?
friends
I might like
can.
the armor.
Dimble looks to anyone else in the room, be like, yay, nay.
Wait, if I remember
I'll just
correctly,
steal someone's kidneys.
because of my Harper affiliation, weren't they telling people not to go there?
Yep. It's dangerous, but he's offering you a good deal on rare items and treasures.
Come on, you know the drill. Whenever a place is dangerous, go there. That's exactly where adventurers
Okay, but specifically, what are the items that he'll give us in exchange for the treasure?
Yeah, that's a good question. Also, do you want anyone we find there? They are expensive and very valuable and profitable. Also, they might taste good with a side of squirrel meat.
Haxar pulls up black dragon scale mail and plops it on the table.
Sadly, I can't use that.
See, before you had my curiosity, now you have my attention.
And you now have my erection. Do not say that. That was out of character.
What are the
But
best
Dimble
of
also
Black
wants
Dragon
that.
scale mail?
This is a medium armor.
Actually,
it's-
take me down.
It's basically scale mail +1.
Mm-hmm.
Be quiet, cat. Scale mail +1. You have advantage on saving throws against the frightful presence, and advantage on breath weapons of dragons. You also have resistance to acid. Additionally, you can focus your senses as an action to magically discern the distance and detection of the closest black dragon within 30 miles of you. Basically, this is the harder version of what Monty gave to Panic.
The more you can take a hit with this.
So, in order to bring back whatever is at the hunting hall, we get this.
That and the tan bag of tricks, and what was the other one? The crossbow of
Warning.
warning.
And what about the mithril?
Oh, I thought you didn't want that one.
Dimble
I'm
was
just
showing
asking
great
if it's still on
interest
the
in
menu.
that.
Yeah, I can toss in the mithril too,
Is it?
but
Sorry,
that
go ahead.
one you're gonna have to give me something nice and shiny for, because I think I'm going out of my way at this point.
No, I think you're going in your way at this point. I mean, really, if it's dangerous, you kind of have to bump up the price, the reward to make it worth our while. And I'd say all of this is really worth like 10 kidneys, which really hard to come by.
Give us the freaking kidneys.
To be fair, he's from the Beastlands.
Okay, you don't know what the fucking squirrels want. It's not just nuts and acorns.
Are
They're
these
the
like
mafia,
the
man.
are these like the smart squirrels from Rick and Morty?
It's the squirrels from open season.
The Scottish squirrels.
Yeah. Don't come back or I'll be kicking your big broad bahookie.
Okay. Should we vote?
I can't vote because you ran out of the fucking store.
That is true. He did.
Brain was.
I kind of want to do a persuasion too. See how that ends up.
I'll throw in a persuasion as well.
I will not
Oh
do
yeah,
persuasion.
we never told Adam how you roll for this shit on Roll20, haven't we?
Yeah, I have no idea.
You
I've
can
All
just
right,
click
so
that.
open your character sheet And
Okay.
you see where
Just-
it says like acrobatics, animal handling, intelligence, etc.
Just click on the word.
You can click on that and it rolls it.
Oh, it does it automatically.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So if I
Roll
wanted
20
to
is
do
real
a
nice, it does it
strength saving
automatically.
throw, I just go like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to do it the other way because Ghost hasn't given me a sheet. To...
So,
Oh yeah, I
don't
guess
think
that would
the,
help if I made you a character sheet, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Also,
I'm just going
uh,
off of
it's
my
two different
physical
numbers.
character sheet and the character sheet I
Uh,
made off
that's-
on D&D Beyond.
The
So-
2 different numbers is just because it just default it rolls.
Advantage and
rolls both
disadvantage.
numbers.
Advantage and disadvantage.
Yeah.
But this next roll of mine is also
So
persuasion.
if you do a normal roll,
I got a 5.
if you do a normal roll, how do you know which one to take? The higher.
Just
The
take
first one.
The first
yeah,
you
one
take
on the
just
left.
the first one.
The one on the left. Also, there's a little checkbox next to your proficiencies, and you just check those
Yeah.
to add your proficiency bonus to whichever one you'd be proficient in.
Yeah, that I figured that part out. I just didn't know you had to click on.
Yep.
On the word.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. And also, Messy, I made you a character. The name on there is just a random default name that Roll20 gave. It's
Yeah,
not
no,
really
that's
weird.
fine.
All right.
Oh wait, no, that's
I'm
perception.
gonna get up
Whoops.
early tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna head out, guys.
Okay.
Okay, do we
Okay,
might as well
Adam.
call it- do we want to call it quits and
Yeah.
decide at the beginning of
we
the
have
next
to-
episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to wait a day for
All that stuff.
Norfinas' order to be ready. so
Or
we
you
can-
could go do the side quest, and when you come back, it'll probably be done.
Yeah.
Wait, what do we have to wait a day for?
All of the
Norfinas' order
for your ball bearings and oil.
bearings
Oh, yeah.
and oil and
but
Yeah.
yeah. But other than that. Alright, well tune in next time to see what happens on the Broken Realms. Say bye everyone.
Hopefully Pride's not
well.
Pride's not arrested for fraud.
All right. Thanks for having me on, guys. I had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll see you next time.
Yep.
See you tomorrow, Adam.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.